Everything's good. All right, yeah, check yourself out, bro.
I love how you do the shades on.
Shades on, crazy.
Yeah.
He said we rolling back.
Not to stalk you or whatever, but I definitely looked at like your profile to see like who I'm about to talk to, and I'm like, bro, this guy really does have shades in like a lot of pictures. Is that like is that like your style type shit? Yeah.
You have LASIK?
Nah, I have great eyes, but I have great eyes. Nah, I fuck with it. I fuck with
Yeah, I like the shades though.
It gives like a mysterious look.
Yeah, like I don't know you, but I feel comfortable being around you.
Type shit.
No Diddy.
Kid Cudi glasses at night type shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
like my shades at night.
I can tell like throughout this pod, he's gonna say some really, really wise shit. Like we're gonna have to really think about type shit.
Definitely.
Like, be like,
give us
if I don't give some mic drops, then what are we doing?
I like that energy.
Yeah, you gotta have the mics.
For real.
you definitely gotta have the fucking mics. But you know what's dope though? We all did not plan like anything to wear, but I like how like color cohesive we are already.
We low key are.
I mean, black is always safe.
Shit is crazy,
especially in October.
Y'all niggas is twinning it though. Y'all got the black and the sweats.
You feel me? Especially in October, we all wearing, I think, spooky colors like black.
Your jacket kind of matches the color scheme we got.
We're trying, man. Vibes. Yeah, this is definitely fall color vibes. I liked it.
I'm chilling.
I do, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we low-key about to get it started and get it popping, okay? Because last week was a complete mess. Rad, Ron, and Thalia ruined the whole podcast and sunk the whole ship, ladies and gentlemen.
Says the man who got sensitive and got up and walked out of the room. Like, you did it yourself. It was self-sabotage.
No, I didn't.
Bro, he was like, I'm out.
Like, what
that was a good
what
test.
you talking about? Why ruined that episode?
Nigga, that was a good opportunity. Like, I gave you guys the opportunity to prove your point, not out of emotion, out of, like, basically just on some scientific method shit. Like,
and then immediately shits on us this episode. They dropped the ball.
Yeah, bro. I think you're low-key projecting right now because I'm joking. You over here being a little serious.
I was just being spicy with you. You good?
You good?
It's hard
you
to
started
tell.
with the talking shit part.
Yeah,
so
but I was joking around with it, but I feel like
Yo, he be joking seriously. Like, I can't tell when you joking. Yes.
There's got to be a little bit of truth to every joke, though. Or else
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody has to be the butt of the joke.
Huh?
Somebody has to be the butt of the joke. It has to hurt somebody.
I don't mind being the butt of the joke, but when he is the butt of the joke, immediately once observe and he listen to what I'm telling you. Once he's the butt of the joke, he will immediately direct it to somebody else right after.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Every single time. He doesn't just take it in. Like he was like, oh, but Rod does it, or but Talia does it. Oh, but what about you?
We want to start roasting niggas. We gonna roast everybody around the circle.
It's
Everybody gonna feel it.
Just accountable. You don't have to. You feel me? Just take it in, pause.
You gotta just accept it. You can't just be like, I'm rubber, you're glue, and bounce back or something
Rubbing
fast.
your glue?
Huh?
I'm rubber, you're
glue.
glue.
Like you, if it's me and you, know what I'm saying? You'll be like, but raw. Like, you feel me? Like, you'll literally
hey, I'm gonna keep it going. We ain't stopping at me, nigga. Nah, this nigga suck too. All right, everybody gonna get some shit talked about.
I be chilling and I'm like the main target. I don't like this shit.
How you the main target?
No, it's a joke.
All right, see. Now I'm the example now.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna take that. Watch this. I'm gonna take that joke, and you right. I apologize.
I'm so proud of you. They grew up so fast.
Thanks, Big Dog T.
Oh my God, they grow up so proud of you.
Can I start now?
No.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
I'm weak.
Let me stop. I just put it on blast.
We was about to sit in silence for a whole hour.
Nah, not that long. Trust me.
The silent cast?
Nah, the all black cast, for real. This is crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jungle Squad cast. This is episode 86, and it's your boy Abe Loso. Here with my sister from a different Mr. Big Dog T.
What up? What crack-a-lackin'?
And my brothers from diverse mothers, Mr. Rad and Mr. Cut Different, a.k.a. Mr. Ryder. What's good? What's good?
What's happening?
Hey, yo, bro, it's really good to have you. You know, I fought for your spot here, man. My dumb ass double booked this spot. And I was like, yo, I told the other bro, I was like, yo, bro, you're going to have to sit this one out. And, we're going to reschedule. I apologize. I double booked. So I was more, excited to have you here. So thank you for coming, bro. You was real professional. Appreciate you teaching me how to book a meeting on Google. I never did that before.
Yeah, the calendar, bro. If you don't,
That's essential.
you gotta live by the calendar, man. If it's not on the calendar, it doesn't exist.
No, trust me, I have a calendar, but it was hard to use the Google calendar.
invite.
Yeah, I never did that before.
I never took a digital.
Yeah, I actually have like a marker board type shit. Like I think that's a little bit more like, as long as I can see it in front of me, walk past it, I'm like, I bet.
Like subconscious programming type.
Yeah, exactly.
You just wake up and be like, shit, something's happening.
Oh shit, I got something to do today. Yeah, exactly. So
I need to write more shit on my calendar because I be ignoring the fuck out of it.
yeah, sometimes I'll skip out because I'll have like it on my phone, but the phone is not good because sometimes I will get distracted from my phone and then like do something else and then totally forget about the calendar. So it's like chill with the calendar. It's like everybody different. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm old school. I'm old school when it comes to calendars. Like I need to get a pen and paper and write it down.
Facts.
And literally, like I have to.
Yeah.
If I write it down, I remember it.
Like
if I
that
don't,
agenda? Those agenda books things.
yeah, like I got 5 different notebooks. Like I love stationery. Like I got a notebook for goals. I got a notebook for like prayers. I got a notebook for just like mind dumping. Like I just.
Girls do love their journaling.
What's the longest y'all have gone without writing some shit down? I feel like these days people don't write anymore for real.
Nah, I gotta write every day, bro.
I gotta write.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're an artist, so that's cheating.
Yeah, and then I also like teach
The average
too,
person, do
and
you
I'm
think
in
that the
school.
average person goes a week without writing anything down? I think it would be easy to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because like a lot of people who's like in their certain lives, they're already like in their own routines. So once you require your own routine and then it's comfortable or it's like you have to do it, it's kind of like hard to get any like extracurricular activities in there or something
shit.
simple like writing. You feel me?
Writing anything.
Yeah, and now we shorthand everything now because of Twitter and because of Facebook. So we do get like a form of writing, but it's like an informal writing. You feel me? So
I mean,
it's a little weird.
For me, I just wrote my name on a receipt the other day, so I guess I'm up on the writing.
Facts.
On the writing
This
days.
boy, yo.
Yeah, that's writing.
But I
Probably
think
should
people
signal.
should like really start journaling, reflecting, and like I think journaling is like a really missing piece in this like generation because it really helps, bro. Like just getting shit on paper, jotting those thoughts, or like you said, just writing those ideas down to plan ahead, or even the Bible verses to memorize it. Like people really do that. Like I think that's definitely because of technology.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. But let's not get deep real quick, guys. That was dope. Before we get started, man, how's everybody doing? You feel me? Like, Mr. Cut Different, you came from New York.
Mr. Cut Different is crazy. Nobody's ever called me
Mr.
that.
Yeah, Mr. CD.
Word.
I'm about to call you CD Ryder if that's okay.
Bet. YRS Ryder for sure.
Huh?
YRS, that's the game.
YRS?
YRS.
YRS.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a
Y-
YRS.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say it like GloRilla says music.
You said Ryder, I heard rudder. You said YRS, I heard why are you arrest?
I'm from the South, so like
Oh.
y'all are very like y'all pronounce things very crisp. We pronounce stuff with a bit of a draw, with a little swag. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So it takes a couple times.
Little bit of a
But
flow.
New York, y'all got. I mean, well, up north in general, y'all got swag to the vernacular as well. I feel like we just
No,
let it
that
flow.
explains a lot. Like the way you're talking, your tonality, it's like a mixture of New York and some down south shit. Like,
Yeah.
how you balance that?
I mean, what like the way I speak?
Yeah, your
I
vocabulary.
think I'm just very what's the word? Like a sponge. You feel me? And I also immerse myself. Like I really make an effort to be where I'm at. You
like
feel
adapt to the
Exactly.
environment type shit.
me? Like I you know, like for example, you guys didn't ask me where I was from until now, right? You guys just assumed I was from New York, I would imagine.
No,
No?
I don't really care.
Oh, well, that's
Yo.
cool. That's great. That works too. But
I would have thought like Puerto Rico.
yeah,
Nah.
okay, that
That's what
works
I
too.
thought. It was giving me and well AA vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, really? That's
I'm
fire.
sorry.
That's fire. Yeah, but like my thing is in New York, like I try to as long as I can go without somebody asking me, yo, you're not from here. Where are you
Yeah.
from? I'm like, yeah, that's a bet. Because then you're there. You're like a chameleon.
So
But
I'm a New
if you
Yorker.
walk in and somebody
Chameleon?
immediately knows that you're not from this environment, you feel me?
Yeah, that's why you keep
No.
the shades on. It's a level of mysterious that's continuing.
Nah, it's just
you
the
keeping
swag.
the whole character. Like I see the whole character.
Just the
down.
swag, yeah.
Where
Nah,
in the
but
South
like
are you from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
That's
Okay, yeah, it does.
It's actually really nice you told us because now I can understand you. Like when I didn't know anything, like couldn't get the dialect, but now it makes sense.
So what do you know about Raleigh then? Because you said you understand now.
I just know country niggas. I got family. I got family that live out there too.
Yeah.
Nah, but to see like to know about a person and to know where they're from and shit, I kind of like. I don't like to ask those questions because like I feel like if it's a topic that's needed to be discussed, it'll come up within the conversation and then we could talk about it. But like I don't. Oh, where you from? How you doing? Like blah blah blah. Like what's the color? Like that interview situation, that structure is kind of like it's not dead, but it could be like evolved. You feel me? And I think we'll get to know you a little bit more if we just get like a list of topics and then we get to know your personality based off your answers type shit. You feel me? Or like, the dialect.
The basic small talk and semantics is mad lame.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I feel what you're saying.
Where you from? How long you've been doing the podcast?
People don't care
like
about
mad
that.
scripted.
But you are a podcaster though. Do you like it though?
I love it. I wouldn't really consider myself a podcaster. I consider myself like an
artist.
Well, yeah, an artist.
Nah, an
as an umbrella
influencer, right?
term. Huh?
An influencer, right?
An influencer, I'd say, but also just kind of like somebody who's curious, just like a human that's curious and just passionate about the culture and just expressive. And I'm blessed to be able to have a platform to talk to people, but I wouldn't consider myself really a podcaster. I would, I don't know, maybe like
content creator.
That works.
Content creator.
Yeah, because you said a lot. You say you do the modeling, you do the artistry and stuff like that.
Is a good word as well.
Polymath,
yeah.
It's like multiple things that you do for once.
Have you ever heard of like jack of all trades?
I was literally just
so like a
that.
polymath is like a master of all trades.
Oh damn!
Like, I
so
feel
you're
like
a master podcaster, a master artist, a master model.
I feel like whatever I do, I'm the best at it.
Well, you should feel like that.
I mean, isn't it though,
that's
like a master of all trades is a master of none?
Nah, it's a jack of all trades is a master of none, but still better than a master of one. But a polymath, the reason why it's a special word, like they call Leonardo da Vinci a polymath. Another word for polymath is just like Renaissance man. So like back in the days, like I mean, you could go to like Harlem Renaissance, but also in Italy. Like there were people that were known for being mathematicians, scientists, artists.
That was really big for creative, the Renaissance period.
Yeah,
exactly.
But
and I
it's
feel
like
like
the wave for everything today.
Yeah, like
we're in the
love and shit
modern
like that.
Renaissance now.
Yeah, the modern Renaissance. I like that.
We're living in it.
Damn, I like that. The modern Renaissance cast. You feel me?
Oh, that has like a little
A little sense
sprinkle
of
to it,
curiosity.
Yeah.
I was gonna call it either the all black cast, but
that's
All
crazy.
black modern Renaissance cast.
the all light skin cast.
Damn, I'm not
Damn.
light skin. I'm
The
brown,
brown
skin.
paper bag pod.
That's
The
the
tree
one.
bark cast.
Nah,
The tree bark cast.
more of a
nigga.
chocolate
that's
cones.
crazy.
You just added like mad years to us. Like we looking all wrinkly and shit.
Am I ashy?
Just a tad.
At
He
least
might
the
start a
paper bag
fire.
is, you feel me? Clear. Yeah, that's mad
He
funny.
might just start a fire with that ash.
Nah, but how are you, Rad?
I'm good, bro. Life's good. I'm been fucking kicking ass and getting my ass kicked in Sparking Zero.
I know, man.
That game is amazing.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is what it's called, ladies and gentlemen. It just dropped October 11. It's like the talk of the talk for all video games. Rad is a gamer. Make sure you catch his stream. Rad, what's your stream?
You can find me at OTRad_. Come enjoy these streams.
It's fire, man. He's getting his ass whipped, but you nasty at the game, bro.
Both
Trust me.
are.
I ain't streaming it though.
Can you play with Majin Buu?
Yes.
Yeah, you can play with
that's my nigga. I
everybody,
fuck
bro.
with Majin
Bro, they
Buu.
have every character in there. Like,
Word.
it's amazing.
From start to finish, GT, Super, Dragon Ball Z, like everything.
And you can just fly around and just attack people and shit.
Shit is
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
I might have to cop
Bro,
that,
there's like
maybe.
10 different ways to deflect like abilities. Like it's mad strategic. Like you have to really know how to play.
I sold my PS5 during the summertime because I didn't play it in 6 months, and I heard the game was coming out in October, and the same day I bought the game and the PS5, and I was like,
Oh wow.
let me just
Okay.
play this. And then the weekend I went ghost. Like I canceled all plans. I just could not do
Same.
anything, and I was just like, I'm sorry.
I'm occupied.
Yeah,
Bro, I love
I
that.
spent so much money on it. I have to use my time now to like make it back now.
Enjoy
Like,
that shit.
yeah, I have to now.
I was gonna say I love that we're both in like the starting period of when this game comes out because I love how we both could look at each other and be like, we're not gonna fight yet.
Yeah.
Let's wait till niggas is nasty. Because every time a fighting game has been out, I feel like you always come into it with your own like set of skills already. Like when you go to a friend's house. So like for a new game to come out now, like
I never played this fighting game like this either. You really got to learn a lot of different controls and shit. Like it's going to be a lot, and to know if you can see how excuse me, how people are going to be playing the game, you're going to be like, all right, now I got to prep like for real now. Like it's a defensive game for sure. It's like tic-tac-toe. The first person to make the move low-key wins.
Shout out Sparking Zero.
Yeah. So you've been gaming basically.
Yes, sir.
He said, no girl for the weekend. I'm gaming.
How you
That's
been,
crazy.
bro?
I love that shit. Not me. How are you, T?
Dito. I'm well.
That's some good vocabulary. I like that.
That's the sarcasm at its finest.
No, it's proper usage.
No, I'm literally saying that's some good vocabulary.
Okay, all right.
I'll
cool.
let you know when it's a joke. I'll go like this. All right, I put my thumb up. It's a joke.
Like he'll be like,
yeah. I'll just wink like.
no, but I've been well. I've been busy at the bar and whatnot. So.
Oh, the work life been valid now?
Huh?
The work life is valid now.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
Yeah. Well, it got its pros and cons. It's the bar, but hey, you know.
I felt that. You get hit on at bars, like.
Of course.
Do they tip
100%.
you? Like, do you like kind of like cater to it so they can tip you more, or do you like dub it if it gets like too weird?
Well, like I'm outgoing. Like it just depends how the conversation goes. Honestly, like if it's like a genuine conversation, then like I don't really count it as flirting. But like, say if like if it goes like a little too extensive, like you're trying too hard, or like you just make me feel uncomfortable, then like I kind of like step away. But like I'm trying to be nice because like I don't know what you got in your pockets, you know.
You feel me?
Yeah, like this like. Somebody tipped me like $50 and they only got like 2 Coronas. And that's like less than $10.
I know, that's crazy.
Where did you got you bartend or you serve?
I bartend.
Fire.
Yeah.
2 Coronas, 50 beans.
It's a generous man.
That's valid.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
Yeah.
smiling. Keep coming with the curls and with the good service.
You getting $1 for each Corona from me. That's a $2 tip.
Nah, that's crazy. I would have gave you a calm 10.
Don't. Yeah. Like I like my contents, but like I prefer it in cash. If y'all go out, tip your servers, bartenders, whatever the case may be, in cash.
Yes, that's
Cash is
100%
king.
true.
If you put it on the card, I'm still like grateful for it, but like it gets taxed at the end of the day, and now like that $10 turned into like 8 or 7. So
I don't miss
and
that
realistically,
shit. Yeah, I used to be server for 7 years. That shit was crazy.
yeah, give it to me cash.
Yeah, you'll be
the
alright though.
paper, bruh.
But the paper, low key, you still gotta get it gets taxed, but at the end of the year, because don't you have to file for that, like whatever number?
No, in some bars you could be on the books or not, and they could just pay you out in cash. Some bars prefer cash. Cash is king when it comes to bars.
Word.
All that credit card, debit card ish.
That shit is crazy though, because cash is also dying.
I know.
Yeah, so
So that's why I'm trying to, rack up.
rack it up. All right. So how am I? You said
Yeah, how you been, bro?
I've been actually like, I feel like I've been in a twilight zone, bro. I know it sounds crazy, but I just feel like everything that I do, it's like I'm living a different like life. You feel me? And sometimes I feel like it collides, but not like where like the people collide, but like my energy levels begin to collide, and like sometimes it could be a little frustrating and because it's draining, and I just feel like I just need more rest. You feel me? I'm getting a little older, so I can't stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning every night to make sure I get everything on the list done before I go to sleep.
I feel that.
But
I do my best to.
it's like fourth quarter right now, so it's like
It's
I feel
game
like I'm
time.
supposed to feel like that, and I feel like I just got to get through it, stay calm, don't go crazy, and then just that second win will pick up. You feel me? So I'm like good. I'm grateful. I'm like grateful. Like schools is doing what school should be doing. Work is doing what work should be doing. Like the only thing is we got raccoons in the ceiling, and the nigga. The nigga.
Oh, is it a family?
Huh?
Is it a family?
Apparently, there's a fucking family right now living in the attic that's fucking bolted in.
Wait, I got a question. Wait, they're bolted in?
So the attic is bolted in, so
into the
nobody
chimney.
can get in the attic. So I don't know how they got in. They must have got in from outside. So I'll tell you the story. The exterminator, right? I'm gonna tell you one more time. The exterminator. When you guys hear the word exterminator, what do you hear?
Exterminating.
Exterminate, right?
Yeah.
Kill, right?
X.
Get rid
X
of
is
them,
is the prefix. Right.
All right. Now I'm gonna move on with the story. So the landlord calls whoever over. He says, "I'm calling the exterminator over to come fix the raccoon problem." He comes. Bro comes downstairs, checks the whole crib, and says, "Okay, I'm going to set some traps in the outside." I'm like, "What, nigga?
Okay.
The problem is
Where's
inside.
your fucking sleeping gun? Where, like, what are you talking about? Like, who's going on the roof right now to go kill these niggas? Like, what are you talking?" He said, "We don't kill. We catch them in cages and put them in the wildlife." I said, "What? So why do they call you exterminators? You guys are the fucking fake ass Ghostbusters. You the raccoon busters, bro."
I'm dead.
I actually had that same situation happen to me. Like I think a couple months ago.
You got raccoons?
Well, raccoons in the roof, because I guess like the guard thingamabobber thing was plastic.
Yeah.
And they ended up breaking it, and like a whole family went inside. And then my stepdad, like, he owns like a roofing like business.
Yeah.
So he grabbed the ladder, like went up, did like put the material on it or whatever. And then we trapped the babies inside, but the mom had got out. So the mom was chilling on the roof. I didn't know raccoons could scream. She was like, "Ah!"
Oh, because of her babies?
Because of her babies. Yeah, we were trying to throw rocks at it and everything. And then I told my mom, "Don't kill it. Call wildlife." Right? So then they were like,
I would have killed that shit.
yo, I was in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, I got no, because animals is getting extinct. We need them. So I mean,
Raccoons? In the roof? While I'm sleeping, it's 4 in the morning?
not in the
Screaming?
roof, but other things, man. And
Yeah,
then
like bees. I get we need bees because of some type of, it does something, deforestation.
anywho, so then next thing you know, long story short, because I don't want to drag it on, we let go of the covering thing that we had that was metal, and then the babies went out in the middle of the night. The mom grabbed them and left, and then we shut it back up again before they got inside.
Yeah, she moved out after all that trauma
then-
y'all caused her.
Yo, she was
Horrible
screaming all night, like all night. Wait, pause. All night.
That did sound crazy. I was like, okay, big dog, heard you.
She was screaming all night. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you was on some hot shit.
Nah, it wasn't.
But yeah, so I got raccoon problems, and thank you
You'll
for
be
sharing
okay.
your raccoon. I'm okay. I hope the crib can
I
handle
feel your
that shit.
pain. That's why I shared my story.
Yeah, but we figured out how they're getting on the roof though. Like there's 2 ways.
You
So
gotta wait till they leave. That's
There's
the
like
only
the tree that's in the front of the crib, and they're climbing the tree, and then there's this big ass branch, and it's literally they're going in and jumping on top of the roof from the branch. And then there's another one where like there's like these little climbing things on the pole, and these motherfuckers got like disposable hands, so they can literally
They got thumbs.
yeah, thumbs and shit. They can literally climb up and shit. So it's like, oh my god, these niggas are literally getting to the roof.
They're like ninjas.
Yeah, and I know they're in the roof, and because when it was raining one time, it leaked so bad that the electricity in my rooms like stopped working for like 2 months. They had to come and like literally fix it. So they must have built like plucked the hole, like went through the little damp spot on the roof, and then just like they're just chilling up there, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, shit is getting a little crazy. Yeah.
Well,
That's my raccoon story, and yes, I've been good. All right. Speaking of coons, though, all right, J. Cole.
The J. Cole
That's
slander is
crazy.
crazy.
speaking of coons, it's crazy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Shout out NC, man. J. Cole.
All right, that's your man's, and I'm not gonna go too hard on him.
No, go ahead. Well, let's talk about it.
Like,
You go hard on him on every episode. What's stopping you now?
all right, thank you. So I can continue. All right,
Dang.
but I'm gonna start with good though, because first of all, J. Cole, he did drop Port Antonio. It was like a great song, 5-minute gems, and great like I'm just saying that was the simple terms now, right? Now let's get to what was good about it. What was good about it was that I felt like he actually listened to one of the pod episodes that we had, because I genuinely said all I wanted to do was look for J. Cole. Like I see what he's saying, but like I'm actually trying to hear him address what was happening with Drake, Kendrick, that whole beef. And literally like 2 weeks later, he literally like addressed it within the song. So that was really cool. That I feel like a lot of people felt that way, and he was listening to the fans, and he felt like at least he can do that. You feel me? So I appreciated that. And as far as bars goes, J. Cole is always gonna deliver. There's like, I don't think there's a doubt in my mind or anyone's that people are going to be like, oh, that's a whack J. Cole verse, or that's a whack J. Cole bar, like, or he can rap, bro. Like that's J. Cole. When people hear J. Cole, they associate J. Cole with rap. That's cool. That's cute. But now, after this beef, post beef, there's a certain way you need to approach delivering your rap music, how to talk about it, and all this extra shit. I think he made himself look a little bit, if he didn't, talk about Drake and Kendrick in the song and just continue just rapping about like not necessarily being their friends and like I could have won the rap beef and this and that. Like, bro, no, you can't talk like that no more. You lost your stripes. You feel me? You got demoted. Like, you was on the field and now you on desk duty, and certain shit you can't be on. You can't do field shit on desk duty no more.
I think Cole is the best out of all three of them. He's the best rapper out of all three of them.
Yeah, but he lost the battle.
Yeah, but I disagree though, because
he bowed out.
He did what he said. He said, I would have gained an enemy and I would have lost a friend. So basically what he's saying is I would have gained an enemy in Kendrick, because he would have shit on Kendrick, and he would have lost a friend because he would have had to shit on Drake. And basically, so he was saying, shit, I would have won, but I just let y'all niggas duke it out.
He said, I want to cherish the friendships I have.
That is cap.
The partnerships I have.
That's mature.
Yeah.
That's cap, guys. Come on.
It's mature.
J. Cole
have some heart,
is a
bro.
rapper, bro. J. Cole literally had dropped a diss song. He already lost friends. Both Kendrick and Drake was already dissing him in the songs
Drake
during
never
the diss.
J. Cole.
Yes, he did multiple times.
He never did.
Yes, he did. Listen to the songs back.
He never dissed Cole outwardly. He said, I don't care what Cole said. The only time he ever dissed him was he said, I don't give a fuck what Cole said. I still feel this way about this. He never dissed Cole.
He never went crazy on Cole, but he didn't give a fuck about what Cole was on anyway. And then he solidified that literally a couple weeks ago when he went on stage like, nah, I'm not all this fake friend shit. Like, I know who's riding with me and who's not riding with me. Like, he's literally like, all right, I'm good. The only reason why J. Cole literally dodged the smoke was because he didn't get a good response off of that. And he's still to this day trying to clean it up with Puerto Antonio.
Yeah, but also too, you got to think,
his image is damaged now, bro.
No, there was no, the only way that, no, what are you going to say about Cole?
I don't think that his image is damaged.
His
I
image
think,
is not damaged
like I said,
at all.
He made a strategic move, and for the people that know Cole, know that he would have bowed out. Like, he said it in the bars as well. He was like, a loaded gun's still deadly. Like, I choose not to shoot. Like, I'm not going to be the gun.
Bro, you can't keep talking like that. Your gun is not deadly because this was weak. So if it was that deadly, you should have went from the jump with it and shot.
But he also mentioned that it was out of his character, and he was just trying to fit a certain image, and then he realized that's not what he wanted. I get it's not ideal to bow out, but he made a strategic choice of, like you said, getting out because I want to cherish the friendships I have with the people that are here.
Bro, he's appealing to his image. I agree, but he's also not appealing to what he is as a rapper. And that's what you guys are missing. The purpose, the person is cool, but the obligation is still there. The responsibility is still there.
I got to challenge you on that, because who defines how a rapper is supposed to be?
The people that he looks up to. He said he let Nas down. He literally did.
And the greatest rapper of all, he's signed
what do you mean?
to the
people
greatest
that
rapper of all time.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is not the greatest rapper of all time.
Who's better?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Come on, bro. I fuck with Wayne.
Lil Wayne is better than Jay-Z. Jay-Z can't rap. That's a whole different discussion.
Jay-Z can't rap?
No, he really can't.
What kind of podcast is this?
He just talks gems, bro. That's all he does. He says gems. He says it in a way, but it's a little offbeat. He has nice productions. He's just known. You know how many
J.
times
Cole's just a mature. J. Cole rides city bikes through New York, bro. Like
that's
with
cool.
no
That's
security.
chill.
That's
like
cool.
you can't. Drake had to go at Kendrick. They've been dissing each other for so long. He had to do that. Drake
don't
has
think he
so
had
much
to.
shit that Kendrick could pick apart. It was automatically destined for him to lose that beef. No matter what he says, Kendrick has been ducked off in his hole for 5 years. Nobody gave a fuck about Kendrick until he decided to come out on fucking Future and Metro Boomin's project. And ultimately, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about the beef, but I think that whole shit was corny as hell. Cause all they did was showed, and Kendrick said, "I'm the biggest hater." All they did was teamed up against Drake because he's fucking all their bitches, and he's the best nigga in hip hop, and he's been that for the past 12 years, and nobody has even come close to fucking with Drake.
Yo,
so all of them jumped on the shit.
What is up with that piece of the couch? What is wrong with that piece of the
Bro, I
couch?
would love
I'm
you,
telling you, bro.
Listen,
That couch is something. When somebody's
keep it
ass
up.
is Drake's fan, like, bro, I'm telling you right now, something
Drake
about
fan
that
has
couch.
sat there.
Yeah, like
That's fine.
It's getting hot in
with
here.
Drake. That's
I don't
crazy.
understand how you could be a fan of music and not be a fan of Drake.
I'm not. Of course, I'm a fan of Drake, but he lost the battle.
in our generation.
Yeah, like
period.
Bro,
look,
the
I love
whole-
Goku and Vegeta, but I'm gonna acknowledge when Vegeta loses a fight. You get what I'm saying? I'm
Type
just
shit.
saying, like,
But if a nigga
Kendrick
if
lost and
any
J.
nigga-
Cole lost. And it doesn't matter what they said. They both was talking shit about how they were the hottest shit. But at the end of the day, they both lost. And he's trying to clean it up.
yeah,
So
Drake
if
is
20
trying to
niggas
clean
start
it up.
fighting you. So if you line up to fight one nigga, you like, all right, I'm gonna fight you, and then you show up to the fight and he brings all his niggas with him, and then all of them jump you, and then he hits you with one punch at the end when you already got your ass beat. Did he win or did he just?
That is
jump
Drake's fault because Drake was not supposed to focus on those 20 other whack niggas, and he was only supposed to
But
focus
is it
on the
Drake's
main
fault
guy.
or is it the media's fault? Though?
It's his like he controls what he needs to do. He did not make the smart route by focusing on those other people. He should have focused on Kendrick and Kendrick alone, and then he would have won if he would have did that. Drake had 100% the ability to win against Kendrick, but it was how he was going about it that fucked him up, and that extra 1 or 2 songs that Kendrick had, like, just prepared. You feel me? So like that's
what
the
about
only
the
reason
fact
why
that
Drake
Kendrick was
lost.
capping in everything he said?
Kendrick wasn't really. They both was, to be honest.
Nah,
Everybody
there's
was
record
lying
that
in the
Kendrick
song.
beat his wife.
What?
There's record. There's literally a video of a woman talking about when she was working at whatever resort or whatever they were at. Y'all can look it up somewhere. And fucking, they walked in and Kendrick's wife was fucked up, and they were there with all of the group, and basically they tried to cover it up, and she got fired for talking about it.
I believe I
That's
did hear
real
about that.
shit, bro. She can be in the video and do all she wants to do in the Not Like Us video, of course. Be in that. Because it's all of Compton, and basically all they were doing was patching up all the holes that Drake tried to
was
poke.
saying, yeah.
And they did that all in one video. But of course, why would his wife would not do that?
But at the end of the day, like, it's optics. It was all a game of chess, and Kendrick just made the better moves at the end of the day, and he won. Whether or not like that, it was a lie or not, he won. By
Who's got the better
landslide.
career though?
Who's got the better career? I think they both have good
Hell
careers.
no, bro.
I think Drake has more of an impact on more of our lives on a larger
So
scale.
what's the point in being an artist?
What do you mean?
Like what's the like you're saying overall career as an artist, what determines your success?
It depends on what you determine your success to be.
Type shit.
Everybody
But
has their
notoriety
own career.
wise, what determines your success?
Notoriety wise, I don't know. I think everybody has their own levels of success. I don't think there's a standard where you can look it up in the menu in the fine print and be like, all right, did I cover this? Did I cover that? Okay, I'm successful. I feel like it's what you are satisfied with, and what if you hear what other people says and you gravitate towards it or you feel discomfort towards it, that's how you know whether it's right or whether it's wrong for you.
Okay. I fuck with that. It's subjective. I fuck with it.
I think success, 100% success is subjective, because you can be the richest person in the world, for example, but you could feel the most depressed and suicidal and like really lost in this world, or you can be the poorest person in this world and really feel at peace and feel like you really succeeded and got everything you wanted out of this world. So what's successful? That's a good question. What's success to you?
Shit. I agree with you. I mean, I think success is subjective. I think success is impact. That's why I asked that question, because I was going down we're going
Impact
in the
is a
same
good
direction,
way.
right?
Yes.
So for me, that whole thing right there just started off based on saying like who had more impact.
Yeah.
You feel me? And to me personally, Drake has impacted my life more because I resonate with him
100%.
Pause.
Yeah.
But you know, I might not relate to a nigga like Kendrick. I mean, he's got some hits, whatever, cool. And I have caught myself a couple times rapping "They Not Like Us" because that shit's catchy as fuck.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the whole song is cat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like impact ultimately defines success, in my opinion. I think some people would say success is financial. Some people would say spiritual. You feel me? If you think success is spiritual, but you don't have bread, then you're broke and spiritual. If you think it's all bread, then you're gonna be rich and depressed. So it's all about a balance. And I feel like
I think there
impact,
is like a homeostasis to it all.
If we are speaking on the beat, then I feel like impact wise, if we're speaking through a matter of impact, Kendrick had the more impact. Like there was more views, there was more like hype around it, there was more events towards it. Like if we're looking at that from an
but
impact
he's saying
spot,
for
like Kendrick
only
won.
for now though. He's saying for overall in the past 10, 15 years in our lives.
And everyone
I was
Drake
talking about
impact.
for the beef because that was the topic I handled.
For the beef is literally Kendrick. He had won. Well, Drake would have won if Kendrick never would have dropped Not Like Us. Swear to God, because
believe
that song Family Matters was too fucking fire.
Yeah.
But Drake also he just didn't have the right people in his corner at the time. He was also on tour. He just got off tour, and just as soon as he got off tour, a world tour, he had to fight. So he was, and like you said, he was focusing on 20 other niggas,
and everyone wanted him to lose. Which I get.
I didn't
understand.
want him to lose, actually. I was in it, like, bro, when he dropped those two songs, Push Ups, Tailor Made, bro, I was like, there's no way Kendrick's gonna come back and win. Yeah. So Kendrick showed out, bro. With you, like, he went away because everybody was like, yo, Kendrick, where you at? And he did his homework. He went in the lab, and then he got to it. So I just respected the fact that this happened. And I just, like, to circle back, to bring it back to J. Cole. J. Cole had the opportunity to make it even bigger than what it was. This year could have been bigger than, like, low-key any presidential election year, like, ever. Like, this could have really went in the books, like,
even for
real.
just J. Cole alone,
especially
because he was
if
going
J.
crazy
Cole,
on features.
especially if J. Cole continued to, like, enter himself in the beef and they all want to free fall at each other. But I get it. He's playing into his character, all right?
But he was also in a fucked up position too, because I can curse on here.
Yeah.
So J. Cole was in a fucked up position because you got Kendrick, who doesn't like Drake, and Drake, who doesn't like Kendrick. But both of them are cool with Cole.
So why he dissed him then?
So because first off, he only dissed Kendrick. He didn't diss Drake.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
Why he dissed, like,
because
Kendrick
Kendrick
for?
was the obvious anti-hero in the beef. He was the heel of the beef.
We just
100%.
made first person shooter. I can't just sit here and flame this nigga.
So, like,
aim it at
I
Kendrick.
mean, he was the hater. He was the Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He was the Mojo Jojo. He was the villain
the
in the
big three
beef.
is Big Me, nigga.
He was Bowser.
So I think that if you
Type shit.
you felt that way, right? But prior to the beef, you've been talking hot shit, and people, when somebody talks hot shit, bro, or like says I'm this and that, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm successful at it, and blah blah blah. It comes with, you know, people loving it and admiration, but it also comes with people not necessarily hating you, but also just simply want to challenge you because they want to reach that level. So he's at that level where people want to challenge him, and it's not fair to the people who want to go against him and to solidify where they're at and kind of like get into his path. And he chooses and pick and chooses when he wants to do it. He was cool when it was Lil Pump. He was cool when it was all these other little niggas, young niggas rapping hip hop and blah blah blah. But now when it's a real person in his, like, you feel me, same pedigree, same type of skill set, and that can literally go toe to toe, I would have preferred Drake to sit on the sideline and Kendrick and Cole to go at it.
But Kendrick didn't even diss Cole though.
That's what I'm
diss
saying.
him.
Like, he did though.
Well, how what did he say that diss
He
Cole?
been this Cole, bro.
Nah, bro.
In Controversies, he been this all of them. He was like, yo,
fuck, bro.
like that. He dissed them
That
when
shit
he was
was
talking
corny,
about
though. Kendrick's lame as fuck, bro. I'm sorry. Kendrick's corny as shit.
I think his tactics
I'm
is
sorry.
corny, but his
I'm
work.
sorry. I cannot fuck with Kendrick, bro. I cannot get down with Kendrick,
Bro,
bro.
his tactics is corny, but it works publicly, optically, and it might not work for every individual, but his music speaks for itself. His success, like you said, speaks for itself. His is for the culture, bro. Drake's a little colonizer, bro.
And they, bro, come on, man.
And Kendrick reps the Geminis.
And not everything that he said on that Not Like Us was false. Like, there's a
Give a
lot of
history
people
lesson.
that
That's fine.
that benefited from him, but there's also a lot of people that same people that benefited from him. He also benefited from. He's the dude that would sit here like us on the couch, do his research. He was like, all right, that's cool. Okay, that's something I can learn and make myself do. Master it, and before he leaves the crib and goes to the areas where whatever he's watching on the computer, then he'll go and be able to fit in because he practiced at home how to be that character before entering the culture.
Yeah, but niggas are so like what I hate. One thing that I hate that niggas do, and I'm not saying y'all are doing this, but I feel like the general public, right? Niggas love books like The Prince by Machiavelli, 48 Laws, like anything by Robert Greene. Niggas love, that's the first book. You ask a nigga their favorite book, they're like, oh, the 48 Laws. Oh, this about that, how to become.
You just some shit, bro. Because
I fuck with the 48 Laws. He's got the book.
Yo, I got the books here, and
I'm
you
not
started
throwing
talking
shade.
shit like, what the
Yo,
fuck?
I thought he was throwing shots.
No. Whoever is watching this
It's
right
not
now,
my favorite author, but damn.
that's fine. No, that's fine. I have both of those books. But the people, like for people watching this, y'all know I'm not capping. When you ask somebody that reads books, self-help books, whatever, they're gonna be like fucking the shit by Napoleon Hill that I can't think of right
7
now.
Healthy
Oh,
Habits.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? The 48 Laws of Power, all those basic shits. But all Drake did was fucking use the laws of power that Robert Greene is teaching everybody that's picking this book up. But the problem is niggas pick up the book and don't fucking read it. So then when people actually do what's in the book, we get mad at them. Because we're like, oh, how are they doing this? They're manipulating and taking advantage of whatever. Nigga, that's what all y'all are getting the book to do. You feel me? But niggas just hate it when other people do it successfully before they're able to do it.
They read the book
So
better.
we're talking about Drake going to it. First off, Drake was bigger than every artist that y'all are talking about he stole from. Lil Baby, he put him the fuck on with the Scary Hour shit and gave him the wants and needs verse and let him go crazy. Future, he gave him his first #1. Drake was on Tony Montana. Who else do we want to talk about? Who y'all name these names that Rick Ross. I mean, Rick Ross is that nigga, bro. But I mean, come on, Drake. All these different features that and songs that did with Rick Ross, bro. Come on, the younger generation would not even fuck with Rick Ross, bro. My
That's
dad
true.
was bumping Rick Ross.
Nah,
like
all I'm saying is that Drake, it was a mutually beneficial agreement between both parties.
but now niggas
But-
is flipping it like he's a parasite, bro. That's cat.
But he does tend to do that till this day as well. He was doing it with the 4 Bad shit. He was doing it with every single new act. He will be the first person to hop on, and that's a track record of him doing that.
Bro, I feel you, man, but I just feel like that's what successful people do, though. It's just because he's Drake and because he's Jewish and because he's biracial and because he's winning and has never like failed blatantly in front of people. You feel me? Except for when people have came at him, hating on him. Pusha T, the biggest hater. Kendrick, the biggest hater. Meek Mill, I don't know what the hell he is, but
You want to
Whatever.
know
Victim.
all these people coming at him hating, bro, and people love to hate on the nigga that's winning, bro. I'm telling you.
Meek Mill had the right to lose, right? But when you talk about Pusha T and Kendrick, though, there's a clear distinction, and Joe Budden at that as well. He doesn't really rock with he can't really fuck with like the rappers. You feel me? Like when it comes to standing toe to toe in the beef shit, you feel me? But when it comes to, he could beef with somebody like Pusha T or like ASAP Rocky or like Rick Ross or shit like that. But when it comes to real lyricists, that's where the discomfort in Drake starts to show because that's not his bag. But
I disagree,
he
bro.
can still go toe to toe with them and carry a song and shit like that.
But here's the thing.
But I'm just saying lyrically wise, you feel
Hey,
me?
here's where I disagree with you. You just said 5 minutes ago, and we got a bunch of topics too. I don't want to take us down
Nah,
the
you
wormhole
good.
with you, but you just said 5 minutes ago that if Kendrick wouldn't have dropped Not Like Us, he would have lost the beef. Why is that? That song was not super lyrical. You said
Not
the
Like
family-
Us wasn't lyrical?
Bro, it was, but the reason why that song was what it was not because of the lyrics. It was because it was a hit song.
No,
And
it's because it
nobody
was
expect-
both. It's because he finally came out with a song that, yes, it has bars, but yes, it has a hit. to it, like an actual.
So
bop
it had
to
more
it.
bars than
BPM.
Family Matters?
What? Yeah, of course.
No.
Bro,
It did,
Drake's
bro.
pen. Drake
was a
has one of
better
the
song.
best pens in hip hop, bro. Let's
Not
keep
Like
it a
Us
buck, bro.
was a
I
better.
mean, Drake and his team has the
Yo,
best.
Not
pens.
Like Us
team.
was a way
Yeah.
more hit song, but
That's
Family
all the
Matters
great
for
ones.
sure definitely.
Look at the writers. There was like 7 other
had
people on
3
all his
different
songs.
cadences
I feel
on the
you.
beat, like for Family Matters.
So you don't
Yeah,
think
Kendrick was
so,
writing
so
his
Janae
songs.
Aiko didn't write Kendrick's entire verse on that record that he did on her project?
Did she write anything on the beef though?
Who knows?
No, the
knows?
credits was actually Kendrick Lamar's shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when Ari has credits, yes, he can rap, he can deliver it well, but he's not necessarily top 10. Yes, his pen is up there.
Let
he
me-
can
let
rap,
me- let
but
me
he's
see
not
about
top
this.
10
I
when
could
it
have
comes to
sworn I
written.
saw
Like,
that
you
there
feel
were
me?
other credits
Yeah.
on that record.
Well,
than
Family
just Kendrick.
Matters.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
I'm gonna
credited
look
a
at this
lot of
shit right
people
now.
actually. But I mean, that could be credits for a bunch of shit. I mean, he credited his barber on some shit. I think I saw.
Feel that.
Yeah, people add like credits and shit to like.
Oh,
you feel
this
me?
is written by Drake, Aubrey Drake, Graham,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck.
I mean, Drake's pen is Drake wrote for everybody. I mean, let's be real.
Drake is nice, bro. I'm
I
not saying that
can't-
he's nice. He's not nice, bro. I
He's
just feel
nice,
like
yeah.
you just not accepted the fact that he lost. He
I-
lost, bro.
Impact wise, Kendrick had more impact.
And Kendrick had more impact. And all I'm saying is to circle back again is that J. Cole could have been in that talk in this conversation as far as like it could have been a big 3 battle. But now I appreciate J. Cole talking about the song and I appreciate him recapping on it as to why. I just don't appreciate the fact that he can still think that he's in that top 3 discussion now. He kind of like fell
who
down
would
a
be
couple
third?
I
Who
think
would be third?
I think he can stay in the top 3 discussion, but he can never be first.
He could stay in the top.
Yo, y'all are
he could
hilarious.
never be
Never be
first.
first. Listen, all I know is
He can't-
with
yeah, you're
Port
right.
Antonio, you put this nigga J. Cole on a Dead President's beat, he's gonna deliver every fucking
Facts.
time.
Yeah.
That song was really good, bro. I enjoyed it. I feel like it literally sparked the conversation of the beef
Yeah.
again, and like that was important. He
Facts.
mentioned a lot of things. I mean, he did even say like, for example, like most of Kendrick's views were like bots and shit, like that what made the impact
Most
of
of
it so
everybody's
popular.
shit is
I mean,
bots.
they both had bots. That's what it was saying. It was both confirmed that they were both using bots.
Well, what Drake was doing was more like controlling the narrative with memes on Instagram, in my opinion. I think Kendrick went
He was
went
trying
off
to
with
control.
bots. Like he literally, like if you look at I believe the amount of likes versus plays on on YouTube for his song, like you can see the discrepancies in there. Like he really did a lot to make sure Drake was buried. And like you said, impact has everything. He made that impact.
It was a strategy to do that though. Like people knew they can't just beat Drake on let me just diss him in some songs and do that. They had to
Hurt that.
They had to do it like the whole scheme around it in order to take him down. It was like he was a titan and it was like an
Thanos.
army versus a titan. Like you feel me? And
Drake knows.
it's cool, bro. Like people hate on Drake, but I think what Drake's done has been solidified. You gotta respect him for always accepting like every single challenge that comes at hand and shit like that. And I like the fact that J. Cole just didn't wait till next year to drop. You feel me? Like he still delivering hit after hit like that. T Grizzly shit was still like tough too. Like yeah, that's one of my favorite singles that he dropped this year. This one is actually one of my top, probably the top 5 best rap singles that dropped this year. So like everybody's good, bro. Like
Shout out Port Antonio.
yeah, like I appreciated him.
Yeah, and the good thing is we won't hear from Kendrick for another 5 years. So
Well, we're gonna hear from him in the Super Bowl,
No, that is true.
and he's also
Funny
gonna be
ass
on
shit.
tour.
yeah,
Oh, that's right. I did hear that.
all the haters. He should call it the haters tour.
The haters tour as well.
Nobody's checking for Kendrick. But
I don't know, bro. I think the people that Kendrick is rapping to, they're appreciating Kendrick. The people that Drake is rapping to, they're definitely appreciating it. You feel me? So like everybody's audience, you feel me? Like they both have their consumers. And right now, yours is Drake consumers, same like every other population, and other people's is Kendrick, same like the other half of the population. Like it's really that simple. It's funny because I feel like if you would have stayed out in North Carolina, wouldn't they probably like Kendrick more? Isn't that like I don't know where North Carolina is. That a down south thing or like a west side thing?
I mean, I think that Man, I got some wild takes.
Because I don't know.
I mean, I think that, you know, people like to do shit that people like to say, it's a thing now when you ask somebody their favorite artist, they purposely try not to say Drake just because they don't want to sound like everybody else. If you have to purposely not say a name just to try and sound different, I think that's corny as fuck. And also, I think that a lot of people that say Kendrick is the best is just because they're trying to be different. You know
I don't think Kendrick is the best in anything, but him being like, he can be talked about as the best in the rapper, but right now, as far as like rap and music, he can't be, or artist, as he can't be considered the best artist because, like you said, he drops every so often.
Yeah,
so the best artist has to be a little bit more consistent and disciplined and catered to like a variety. So Drake is considered the best artist. But now if we subcategorize it and be like, all right, we're talking rappers now, Drake is top rappers of all time, but he might not be top 1 or 2. You feel me? That's just that's just, now we're just nitpicking because they're so great. Everybody's just trying to make sense of it now and like really put it into something that they can actually picture like on paper. That's literally what it is right now. Everybody's trying to make what reality is and break it down into something that they can really comprehend. But they're both really like on some like next level shit.
Yeah. Drake makes music for he said it. I make music for niggas that do fly shit. I make music for a certain segment of niggas and a certain segment of women. And the reality of the situation is that segment is in the minority. So a majority of people aren't going to resonate with that. You feel me? And I get it, which is why a majority of people, I mean, he's got hits, but like,
I think now his music is not resonating as much with the people that he grew up making music for. I think because he's making music for today's people. So his older fans are suffering. But right now, that's why people saw that as an opportunity to jump on getting on his back and see it that, all right, we can take this nigga down now because like
how crazy does that sound though?
That's
people
what they were
saw
thinking
it as an
though.
opportunity. Oh, let's take this nigga down. Bro, he's an artist. He's not a fucking.
He's not just an artist though. You gotta take. He was like a legit, like heavy influencer. Like he can talk, or like just shake somebody's hand, or just take a picture with somebody, and it will be talked about for like Drake. He's like, money, bro. He literally moves the economy in music type shit. So
Drake
like,
is like Homelander, and Kendrick would be Butch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, because I don't. Nah, I don't
part
think
of the boys. For sure.
I'm dead. I'm glad we got. This is my first time talking about this on camera, so I'm glad we had this conversation
about Drake or like the beef.
About the beef. Period.
You know what's crazy? You said that you feel that way about when people listen to Kendrick, that they feel like they're different. I used to feel the same way about niggas that said they listen to Joey Badass.
Oh my god, MF Doom.
Yeah, you don't listen to him. Like,
I don't know, nigga.
Yeah, like bro, nah.
I only liked Kendrick when Kendrick makes out. Like for me, it was only when he made like albums and I could sit there and listen to the albums. Like what was it? Good Kid, Mad City. That's what really got me interested in him. And then the last one was Damn. The last album that he dropped, it really wasn't really my taste. It was cool, but it was like 2-3 songs, and I was like, all right, nigga, this is really not it. Yeah. So like, he's just not following the current trends of what the style of how we listen to music is now. He's just kind of like reiterating what he does, which is cool. But Drake is always kind of like adapting and evolving to what currently is the sound now. And I think that's why, since a lot of his new fans are not fucking with that new sound as much, that's why I was like, all right, let me come and show you that I don't gotta change my shit and still whip your ass. So like, you're right, it's weird, but a lot of, like he said, he is the biggest hater. And what do haters do the most? They watch you, right? So they watch you and they literally pay attention, and they like, all right, they plotting against you, bro. So like, that's the reality, bro. Drake, when you're that great, bro, no matter what, who it is, who's at the top, someday, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but eventually somebody's gonna challenge you, come for your crown, or like come for what you got. And it doesn't matter who it is. It could be Cole, it could be Kendrick, it could be Drake. Like, that's really what it is. So
that's true.
It's crazy because like, I understand we have a lot of good conversation about surrounding Puerto Antonio, but like, I'm sorry, we're gonna transition, and like, J. Cole is not the only artist that's been talked about these past couple weeks, bro.
Or dropped a single.
Or dropped something that's just as fire. Because the queen of rap, right? For the year 2024 at least.
Official.
Yeah, she definitely dropped the hardest album, female rap album of the year. Shout out to GloRilla.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
I was about to say
her.
Dej Loaf was the queen of hip hop.
No, sir.
It was like, yo, what?
Niggas about to walk out.
Oh my! I was sitting there like, yo, where is this nigga going?
Gloria, hallelujah.
Nah,
Woods.
GloRilla, she did that. The one with her and Sexy Red was fire. I actually liked the Wipe Me Down sample
Yeah.
that they
She
did.
killed that
like
shit.
that. She said,
She had Boozy in the video.
SEXYYRED. Fuck with me. I put a pothole in your teeth. I don't think I added the near part.
Nah,
but
but
no,
for
they
real.
did that.
So like, my favorite thing about her is the fact that I don't know if y'all ever seen her in like in an interview or anything, but like how she is like in person, it really is how she portrays herself to be in music. You feel me? And it's like really, really dope. She's mad genuine. You can tell like just by listening to the album, GloRilla definitely loves what she's doing. She's having a blast. Like that's somebody who's enjoying her job. Now, if we talking about like the music, bro, I think out of all the female artists, she's like the one person who can unite like the majority of the like top female artists in the industry into one album. Like everybody loves GloRilla. You feel me? She's not beefing with anybody. She's cool. So having like Lotto on it, having Meg Thee Stallion on it. She had Sexy Red on it. Like she had all the like top female like
Money
competitors
Long.
on her. She had, oh my God, don't even get me started. That's my favorite song.
Facts.
Don't Deserve by her and Money Long. That's probably one of my favorite songs. So like, I don't know, man. I think GloRilla she's stamping herself as, I don't want to say that word, but she's stamping herself as that bitch. I'm sorry.
She been
not bad.
that.
I mean-
Wait, can I add something real quick?
What?
The song with her with Kirk Franklin and Maverick City,
Oh
that
my
took me
God.
out.
Yeah.
'Cause, first of all, Maverick City, I love Maverick City as it is. Kirk Franklin be getting me in the zone, start praise dancing and whatnot. And then GloRilla,
Her name is Gloria Hallelujah. If she did not have a godly song
Exactly.
praising the Lord on her album, I probably would have looked at her a little bit differently. I'm like,
I think
don't
it-
you love the Lord?
I think it comes
from her roots.
with
right?
a little bit of a backlash though with Rain on Me. I mean, I know some Christians that were like actually like kind of not offended, but like didn't take to it well that Maverick City and Kirk Franklin were on it because of what GloRilla does outside of like that song in particular. Her image just portrays too much the secular needs, and they're like, "Why are you aligning your image with that as well for profit?"
That's why people are leaving Christianity and
Bro,
converting to Islam.
that's dumb because as a Christian, if you go like to the church, they will not deny you entry.
No judgment.
You feel me? There's no judgment. God accepts all. So like if you want to praise the Lord, God's not going to be like, don't praise me because you over here making gangster music. He's going to value it and create a path for you to continue to do it more if you will so. You feel me? So like
Exactly.
where
that's
you're
just
coming
like this every so often you can hear like there's always bad apples and everything. There's bad like you can't say all white people are bad, all black people are bad. There's bad or all bad cops and shit like that. Like there's certain people within every group that just makes them the whole entire group look bad. And you can't just hold those small group and then kind of like hold that type of narrative for everybody in the group. You feel me? Like that's not fair.
They had the same impact when it came to Tasha Combs and Nicki Minaj doing that one song, and then Nicki Minaj featured Tasha Combs on her album Pink Friday 2, if I believe.
Yeah.
It's the same reaction. Like they were just like, oh, like Nicki Minaj and this, that, and the third, and like, and you know how Nicki Minaj like, you know, portrays herself. So it's like I just don't understand. But then again, on the other hand, Christian music as a whole, it's getting like mad diverse now.
It's getting more popular and like definitely
Like,
more
I got
in
a-
the front.
Like I got a song like this dude, he like it sounds like it's like a drill beat, but he's rapping strictly about the Bible.
White dude?
Yeah.
Huh?
White dude?
Nah,
I
I'll
forgot his name. The dude, he has dreads.
I gotta
Because
look
it's
it
not
up.
Lecrae. But
I look at it like
No,
as
Lecrae's fire,
it may
though.
be like a little like controversial, and I think like some obviously a devout Christian will look at it, and they do have their set like ideals of what Christianity is, and if you're not aligned with it, they will obviously sometimes like as it's not that they're shunning you, but they don't like you. But I feel like,
Bro, they play R. Kelly in church, and
I understand that.
You feel me?
But I feel like for them,
Not in
it
my
was
church,
like,
thank the Lord.
I'm looking at it more like on a standpoint of I think it's dope to see like an artist like interact with a community like that, even if it's outside of their image, because it may take someone from GloRilla's community and put them in the light of the Lord and like be like, oh wow, I actually love Christian music. Like I want to dive deeper into this. Like if that has
Exactly.
that kind of impact, I look at it and I think like that's great.
Who's that guy that Kendrick mentioned with the shoes? It was Lecrae and that other person. I forgot his name.
One? No,
Huh?
Not day one.
D1 or some shit.
D1, right?
I don't know. Like they kind of like are starting to bring up the conversation that Christian hip hop is like can be commercialized now. So I think what GloRilla was doing was kind of like supporting that message and using that song to be like, yes, Christian music is cool. Yes, you guys can still praise God and still be cool with praising God. Like it's not. I just feel like praising. A lot of people come with the stigma like, yeah, they could be Christians, but they got to be like closeted Christians. You
And
feel
like
me?
modest
Or like
and
you're not cool if you don't give God the glory or stuff like that. But it's cool to give God the grace and like that aspect. I guess that's what she's coming from, and she's like, yeah, you can be comfortable with doing that. If you could be comfortable with saying, hey, I'm
I love the
female
Lord.
or like a male, like, you know, I identify as this, I identify as that, I'm gay, straight, this
Be
and
able to
that.
say I love God,
Why can't I
love
say
Jesus.
I love the Lord?
Yeah, I get that. I think I feel like as well with the people that she went for that song "Rain on Me," I thought it was like it was a cool take, because not for nothing. I mean, she didn't go to anyone too crazy. She went to Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin was just on freaking DJ Mustard's album.
Yeah.
And then as well, when you look at Maverick City, they actually just released an album as well too, like last week too. So it makes sense to have those people there and to help with profits and sales. And as well, like I said, merging.
I think
Merging
it's a good
communities.
idea, man. I think there's a space for all type of music in hip hop, and I think, like I said, people who like things are going to gravitate towards what they like, or the haters are going to sit there and gravitate. So like, no matter what, like,
There's gravitation.
yeah, there's a pull happening. There's a certain level of like pull and take, push and pull type of thing. So like, don't worry about. I feel like, bro, a lot of people just worry about what everybody else is worried about. You feel me? Like for me, like I'm just really just focused on what I like, what I appreciate in my day to day type shit, and what can cater to benefiting from me to my life. You feel me? Like aside from that, I'm not worried about the next nigga, the next that, or like really stressing about like everything that's going on in life, because then you're kind of like not really giving yourself time to focus on yourself. You feel me?
But for other than Rain on Me, I love that song. I thought the album was actually really good. But like you mentioned, all those female features as well. I really enjoyed it. But the craziest part is I listened to it in order just to go down it. And the one thing I noticed was found myself most excited to listen to her with T-Pain. I thought that was such a beautiful mix. Like she did
I think
great.
T-Pain delivered 100%, and then the one after that with Friday. So it really made me realize she definitely took her time, and like as far as like arrangement for her music,
it was strategic.
Friday
Yeah.
always delivers.
There
bro.
was no misses, bro.
Like every album he's been on as a feature, I think he's done amazing.
Friday's that nigga.
You feel me?
Bro,
Yeah, Ben.
he's like, to me, like the new what's this guy's name, Ty Sign. It's like we're not looking for like Ty no more for the feature. Like give us Friday right now.
Yeah.
real.
I think
Friday's more like secular. Ty is a lot more like
diverse with it,
Topish.
right?
sexual.
Yeah.
focus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like the secular and sexual for real.
Yeah.
That's literally two the both of their
Yeah,
dynamics.
You know
I
what?
get what you're saying. though.
Sexual
That's
is secular, but it's like it's because it's still worldly. But he's saying he focuses on more of the materialistic side, and Tyler literally focuses on the physicality,
Yeah, like just the touching and loving. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a good
the
bop
in and
for you
out
to be
shit.
with a
Yeah,
bop.
but I don't know. Who would y'all prefer on it? Like as a feature, would you rather get Ty or Friday?
I mean, I fuck with both of them. I think
was
right
gonna
now
say.
Friday is the better play.
Right.
Because Friday is like, I mean, I feel like from a standpoint of like a statement record, Friday is gonna have more of a statement.
Yeah,
It might be more of a deep cut. Like it might not be the song that is on the radio or that we hear at the club, but shit, Ty might give you a hit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Listen, I listened to 2 Kanye albums that had Ty Dolla $ign completely on it. Give me Friday. Like that's all I need right now. Something new.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, give me
think-
Friday for real.
I know what Tyla is gonna deliver. I want to hear something of the same lines, but a little bit different.
Yeah, Kanye made a mistake because we only knew Ty Dolla $ign for features, but he did a whole collab album with him, and
Twice.
to me, twice, and then to me it was just like too much, and he didn't necessarily match Ty Dolla $ign's like rapping ability. I think it was just like a diluted version of Kanye that we saw on that album, and a lot of good Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah,
I need
Ty
to-
just has a great ear.
Yeah, he just knows what to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But I need
he
him in
knows
doses.
music. Yeah, so I think GloRilla definitely knows music as well. Overall, what do you guys actually give the album? I'm gonna give it a 9.5 for sure.
I fuck with Glow. I mean, I like from what I've heard, I'd say probably like a 9.
Oh, you wait till you, bro. Just literally start from the intro, bro,
Yeah.
and just
Oh yeah, I mean, Glow.
just
is-
walk away.
I think her and Lotto are the two hottest.
Yo, and the crazy thing, she has a song with Lotto.
Yeah, it's like
and
no
no pressure or some shit like that.
something about getting trapped or something.
Yeah, I didn't. It was a good song, but out of all the features on there, that was the weakest.
Yeah,
feature.
Lotto was barely on it.
Yeah, but Lotto is one of them ones, and
She is the one.
yeah, she's my favorite female artist.
Brokey.
It's just hard for me because like she did drop an amazing album this year.
Yeah.
but I don't think.
GloRilla just outshined
Glow
it just
is
a little.
nice.
For me,
Yeah.
I give it a 9 as well too in my rating. Like the album, I was excited from the singles that I already heard to what I heard on the album all in total. Like I'm like, she did good. It's a 9 for me.
I feel like there's a few question marks with GloRilla. Just a few that I'm not gonna get into.
Why she keeps saying her ass fat?
Nah, not that. But we'll,
shit was
yeah,
moving in that
maybe on
sex video.
like a Patreon we can talk about those. But
Another
I think
day.
that GloRilla, what's dope about her, kind of like Sexy Red, but more GloRilla, is she's the first female rapper that I feel like
The niggas can listen to, yep.
Like, and we could just play it
Yeah,
and just have it in the playlist.
It's like
Yeah,
a neutral.
I can listen. Yo, I don't know why. How many times like I can catch myself listening to myself singing a Sexy Red phrase from a song of her. Like I'm like, what the fuck? And GloRilla's like always on the list. Like I 100% agree with that. Like
Yeah.
you didn't say nothing
GloRilla had me
false.
saying, what she say? I got a dark skinned nigga with waves. And I was like, I said that in front of my shorty the other day, and I was like, yo, I'm bugging.
Bro,
I was myself.
I was like, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga.
Nigga ain't got
I was actually accidentally singing "Fuck Nigga Free." I'm like, how can I make a remix out of this? I said BDG, like bitch free or some shit like
She's
that.
been killing
Like,
it since FNF. Like to go from FNF
Oh my
to TGIF and put it on this album, she killed it.
but tomorrow too, you can't forget about that. Like tomorrow too, really put her on the map.
That song put me in my bag. Like not even my bag, my Duffy.
Yeah,
You wasn't telling me nothing.
yeah, that was my shit.
Honestly, with this album, I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10.
Damn.
Me, because she delivered like every single. So I played the the crossfade feature on Apple Music where like you don't like
It seamlessly goes into the mix.
You don't know about that?
It's like a DJ mix version. It'll keep
Yeah,
the
so
song going.
for example, say if I'm playing a song and like you select another song, you do that play next feature, it seamlessly goes into like a transition.
yeah.
Like it's not like it cuts off hard and then the next
Oh,
song.
I didn't know that's what that was called though. That's dope.
Yeah, that it's called crossfade. So then literally like when I played it like with that feature, like it went through seamlessly like every single song in order. 'Cause I did it in order. I didn't even do it in shuffle. So it was
liked it?
beautiful. But like this album makes me want to go on top of a car and start twerking.
Shaking that ass. Like
With the Don Julio Reposado on my head.
this is definitely like for the women with no ass and the women with ass. This is for
Unite.
And the women with moose knuckles.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yo, I can't believe she said that shit on wax. I mean, cause that threw me off.
I've heard Moose Knuckle before, but
Yeah,
it's
but
just nice
that's
to hear it from her.
a bulge. A moose knuckle is like the guy, no homo, but the guy version of a fucking camel toe is a moose knuckle. So why would she say that? And
said that
then
shit's
on the
fat.
cover with her and Sexy Red, I don't. All right, I'm gonna stop, but.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Talk your talk, but like,
get it
put me
off,
on because I actually don't know what a moose knuckle
Bro,
is.
what? I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a proprietor of moose knuckles. I just know that a moose knuckle is like
proprietor?
a bulge because it's a knuckle, and then a camel toe is split.
Oh,
So one is for women and the other is for guys. You feel me? And so for her to say I'm showing off my moose knuckle, that's a bit interesting. And then
Hey yo,
also,
so you think she got a dick down there?
No,
Also
I think
on
it was
the
a new
cover,
way to say Fapunani.
on the cover, I'm not saying anything. On the cover too, it looks like a moose knuckle. And then also, she's talking on the interview that she doesn't want to have a baby and she wants to have a surrogate. I think that's a big three of.
Are you
some
saying that she's
turmoil.
a trans?
I'm not saying that.
Are you alluding to that?
I'm just saying what I'm observing.
Say,
Man.
put the pieces together, you figure it out.
Yeah, because I'm paid. Like, if I could close my eyes right now and listen to what you're saying right now, I'm like,
That's a nigga.
It takes me back to what's that movie called? Hangover 2? Yeah, when they went when they went to Bangkok.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I fuck with GloRilla.
Yeah, I fuck with GloRilla. Maybe that's
but
why
the
she
moose
makes.
knuckle shit is weird.
Yeah.
She
Let's
could have
calm that
said.
down.
I guess it rhymed, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Maybe she didn't know.
Maybe she's just trying to reinvent
sure,
the
no,
wheel.
Maybe
Nobody in her whole label was like, "Yo,
Maybe her terminology is different down there.
you know
You
what
feel
I'm
me?
saying?" Maybe.
Yeah,
but
maybe like that one's like a universal one. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to give her grace because I love her, bro. Chill.
yeah,
I
give her all
love
the
her.
grace. Give her all the grace.
Yeah. Y'all still fuck with her though if she's a trans though?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
here for the lyrics.
Yeah, I'm here for the bars.
She has a gift. I give her that.
It's her personality though. She just I'm pretty sure she's not a trans. She comes from the church. Wait, can I say that?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
That sounded
Let's
crazy.
just move on.
Yeah. Now we.
Yeah.
Speaking of fire women though, Tyla definitely did drop a deluxe 4 tracks, but honestly, she could have just dropped just one of those tracks.
And it was Push to Start.
Yeah, Push to Start definitely was one of my favorite ones, but I didn't really like. I don't think this deluxe was like needed. She could have just dropped a single if she wanted to drop more music.
She wanted to keep herself relevant, you know.
I think she just dropped it because like there's a streaming game. Like when you drop a deluxe and you drop it more music on it, it still caters to how much it counts for the first one, I think. So a lot of people are just doing this deluxe version feature just to kind of like keep up with the stream game to make more money out of it.
Exactly. Stay relevant. Like, just be in the game. Market yourself as much as you can. If you have a couple extra drops to put on, you know, it might be shittier if I post it later. I'm going to post them now.
But that Push to Start shit was hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was a good song.
I don't know. I think she's also trying to do some more like cleanup with her image because you know a lot of people are saying how she don't really appreciate our type of black and she comes from a different type of black. I'm like, it's not that serious, but I think she could just learn how to, like you said, like you see how you were able to be a sponge and adapt to your community and shit, like and really adapt to your environment. I just think she hasn't done that yet. I think she kind of looks down on her environment versus just like really adapting and kind of like getting to know what it could be like if you were to be in the like submersed in it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was a good little deluxe little
Shout out
4-pack,
to Deluxe.
I fuck with Tyla, man. I think Tyla's a vibe.
right?
I think Water was her moment though.
That was it.
That's the
You know,
one.
but I you know, I mean, I fuck
She's
with it.
peaked after. Like you don't think she's gonna come out?
I could see her pivoting and doing more like I can see her with a podcast. I can
start
see her
streaming.
with like you know, I
She
don't
could
know,
be a
like
model
being
or
an
something.
actor,
Yeah,
model.
definitely an actor. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying Tyla, like he sees her as like a podcaster. I personally don't see that, but
I don't think she has the
I don't-
A little
vocabulary
cute,
for it.
you know, like
No.
oh, her accent.
No.
She definitely can talk like adorably, but after like
It'd be too much.
I've seen like 2-3 interviews of her, and I just truly believe she doesn't appreciate America. She's just like using it
She
to.
doesn't have to though. Does
Yeah,
she?
she just no. I guess not. She's not from here, but she's just using it. You feel
I'm
me?
a benefit from it.
Yeah,
and how
benefiting
the
from it.
system works. Shout out to Deluxe. I fuck with Tyler. Like I said, I need to finish listening to the rest of those songs. But from the beginning of the actual album, I love the vibe she brings. Not necessarily like with her character, but like I said, in her music.
Her
Like,
music
her
is
delivery
amazing.
is great, and she brings like you can see her roots in her music, in her production.
honestly, it gives me like
I
a
agree.
little. It gives me like that music, like you dance with your boo and you get what I'm trying to say. Like it gives me
that
like a
Caribbean
goodie,
music. Yeah,
like goody
Island
Philly
vibes.
music.
yeah.
Island
You know,
vibes.
yeah,
Island
definitely
people
island
make you
vibe.
feel good.
I see like a coconut, like me sipping coconut water fresh out of a coconut, and just
I'm weak as hell.
Nah, I definitely think that Tyla has that voice. She knows how to sing and she knows how to utilize it, and I think she will always deliver. But if she wants to make a bigger impact with us, I think she just has to be a little bit more involved in the culture. That's
So
it.
what about Rihanna?
Rihanna's
She's
already
solidified.
like solidified because she's already done that for like at least over 10 plus years before
She
she
need to come
decided.
back.
Yeah, after a while, you're like, okay,
Well, let me-
I'm
let
done.
It
me
wasn't
stop.
like she just
Let me
had Pong
stop.
de replay. Like she got shit going.
Yeah,
like, you
it
know what
wasn't
I'm
like she
saying? Tyla got
stopped after
water.
Diamonds. You feel me? Like
Yeah, so Rihanna, because I feel like the comparison, and I fuck with Rihanna.
they're
right?
similar though.
Yeah, in the beginning, right? Like Rihanna had a hit. You feel me? Tyla had a hit. They're both from outside countries. You feel me? They're kind of on a similar come up. I feel like Rihanna came up in a different time though, where stars were more stars. Like I feel like now stars kind of they're a bit dim.
They're more like
because
Nicole.
they're so accessible through social media.
Yeah, that's what I was
podcasts,
gonna
streaming.
say.
Rihanna comes
Rihanna
from the
didn't
icon
talk that
era.
much like in her era. Like now, there's a lot of cameras, and so that's like we don't really know how Rihanna like really thinks. If you,
So do
Yeah,
we
she's
really?
not-
know
Everyone
that
has
she
an
fucks with
image
the
of
culture?
Rihanna.
yeah, that's what I'm
honestly.
saying. We
Before
really don't.
ASAP, she was fucking with like Arab niggas.
That you're right, but at least she was on the hush hush about it and not on the forefront of conversation about it. So at least she was. I think that's the main difference is that there's more cameras on Tyla right now, and she has to talk more, and like not everybody's like media trained, and we are just watching her be like media trained. Like she's getting better as we go.
Yeah.
So
She's
like
learning literally.
yeah, she's literally learning on the go. So I think maybe Rihanna had, I don't know, because that's a long time ago, but like maybe she did have some of those mishaps back in the day too, and like niggas had to clean her up. So
I mean,
as long as you're working on it though, right?
Yeah, Rihanna's valid for sure.
I love me some Riri.
Of course. I think
Yeah.
all women. I mean, her Super Bowl halftime performance had
Amazing.
To
Oh my
Pregnant
god, that was
always.
that was a national holiday
be, I
right
mean,
there.
that was
Like,
fire.
I've already said she needs to come back for the Super Bowl with Kendrick. They gotta do love.
But he's not even gonna. You're not gonna watch the halftime.
I mean,
are
I'm
you?
gonna watch it because I love football.
But that's your little
and
bathroom break.
And I'm not a hater, bro. Like, I knew every word to rigor mortis. I hope he does that. I'll sing that. But I mean,
yeah.
He
I
does
started-
not like us
His
to
biggest
that.
moment of his career was because he was hating on another nigga. I just think that's corny.
Oh,
That's
shit.
all it is.
Let's keep it.
I don't know.
That's a valid take. I'm gonna
That's valid.
respect
I mean,
it. I'm gonna
that's.
respect
I
it.
mean,
I
like,
agree.
we've said
No,
it
I'm
before.
saying like
my
Is
mom
that his
had no
biggest
clue
moment,
who
though?
Kendrick Lamar was until he dropped "Not Like Us." That's my point. I think a lot of people did not know who he was until this beef. A lot of people, majority of people, a lot of white people.
I think Kendrick has more of the white people on lock than Drake do. No funny shit. I think Drake got more of the niggas on lock.
Yeah.
Cause when you saw that Night Like Us, that little concert shit, it was nothing but salt
The
and
forum.
snow. There wasn't a lot of pepper in there at all in the crowd. So
You
he
talking
had-
about the forum?
I don't know what
The
concert.
Juneteenth concert.
It was Juneteenth. Yeah,
Juneteenth.
yeah.
That's when he did Not Like Us 5 times.
Yeah, the forum.
So
Yeah, that was the
Juneteenth
that was
concert.
the forum. Oh, I didn't know if they like.
It was on Juneteenth.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You might be
Whatever.
right.
It is the
the fuck?
forum, and it
Think
was
more
take.
white dudes.
It was take
Yeah.
place. It was in California,
But Drake
think
is a
say-
chameleon though.
huh?
Drake is like a chameleon though, so he can fuck with the white people because he kind of grew up in the suburban area because of his mom.
Canadian.
Yeah, but Kendrick is like low key just doing like reverse racism in a sense and kind of like just taking advantage of the white community because that's really he's guilting like white people to like and appreciate black music and black
Corny.
people.
Corny.
That's literally what it is.
Y'all think so?
Huh?
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, he literally.
He used to be a blood and crip. I mean, a blood and like be in the gangs and shit. So Compton niggas do fuck with him, but I'm saying right now,
Kendrick,
he's,
you speaking about her?
yeah,
correct?
his
Okay.
label. What's his label again?
TDE.
Yeah, TDE. But when he did the Not Like Us, he was licensing it from another company, and I think it was the one that Eminem. It starts with an I. I forgot what it's called.
Island
And-
Records?
Nah, hell no. Not Island Records. Interscope. Yeah, the Interscope. So he used, that's how like other kind of like labels make money and shit like that. So he licensed it from them for like publishing and shit like that. So I don't know. I think Kendrick just moves a little weird. That's why he's so quiet. But we don't know because he doesn't talk. Drake does a lot of talking. He's in the image. So we have more content to use against and for him. You feel me? So it sucks, man. Being in the forefront of the camera, bro, that shit really has its pros and cons.
Facts.
And they're both like really big examples of that shit. I don't know. What would you do with that much power, guys? If you was Tyla having to deal with, you know, racial issues, if you was Drake.
I didn't know Tyla was having to deal with racial issues.
Yeah, bro. Almost every single, she always has to clean it up on the Breakfast
dude,
Club.
who is like, why, bro?
I mean, haters gonna
People
hate.
just be hating.
I
bro.
just
Like,
don't. I just don't understand. That's the dumbest shit. I agree with you.
That's so whack, bro. Like, people really that lame.
They didn't understand the context because she has different terminologies of where she's from. So when she uses it down here, she just didn't understand that it would be offensive. Which is why I'm saying if she was,
What did she say?
It was something about the colorist thing. Like she doesn't label herself as black; she label herself as colored. Some shit like that. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
so-
an issue.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
But why do people care how she labels herself?
I don't think it's how she labels herself. It was the narrative of using that in that interview, then being like a certain type of way when it comes to being around certain type of people. They were just adding like certain evidence and just creating like a stigma towards
Like
Tyla.
code
You feel me?
switching when it comes to her.
Huh?
Like they were like judging her, like she can't like code switch in a sense, like.
Yeah, some shit like that.
This is why we can't do shit.
Cause how
This is
she,
why, like, we
cause
can
how,
never-
cause if she wants to perceive herself as colored, that it should be respected. Like it shouldn't be like, oh, but like,
Yeah, something like she don't fuck with black
But
or
when
some shit
people
like that.
are born one way and then perceive themselves as something else,
Thank
it's
you.
celebrated.
and it's her
But you
own,
can't-
point of view.
You can't perceive yourself a certain color. And you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know, bro. I feel like this is just all like they just are simulating. They just want black people to be mad all the time at each other. And then outside of it, well, really minorities in general.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just going on behind the scenes and distracting because we're the most powerful people. So if we're focused on each other and shooting each other down and not focused on all the other bullshit going on, they can keep getting richer and
How you think
controlling us.
they keep getting generational wealth and we can't do it at all?
Because we keep attacking each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Like why are people upset that she prefers to call herself a certain way?
Yeah.
Like
It should be respected. Yeah.
I don't think, like I said, it's not because she prefers to call her that. It's because she said that and then she continues to be in our culture and not necessarily valuing the culture. That's the argument that people are making. So she's basically the overall, they're saying that Tyla looks down at the black people here because she comes from the heart of where black people come from. Like we're the diluted black people and she's the pure rooted one.
well, I mean, a lot of other black people
Probably feel
look
like
down
that.
on American black people because, I mean, is that like
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to say I'm Haitian and Puerto Rican, but I was always like told like the American, African American, like the black person in America, you shouldn't marry them. They have at least today's black women. You feel me? Like there's an issue with them. Like as far as like materialistic. As far as like that sounds crazy. But
I'm not saying all that.
No, but
Ruh-roh.
seriously though, this is their. I'm not saying me
Yeah.
for sure, but I'm saying like
What
this
I've
is the
heard.
argument. This is what people are saying. Like,
Rumor. Little birdie told me.
like seriously though, it's just that how they view the world, like how secular they view the world, their values and shit like that, compared to like black women and like women outside in like foreign cultures. The value of life and how they look at it is completely different.
They're
You
just
feel me?
more masculine, and I think that it's not a like. I mean, it's okay, masculine and feminine. I think we see a lot of content. I'm gonna look at the camera for this. We see a lot of content. You feel me? That shuns women for being masculine and shuns men for being feminine or whatever the polarity is. We all have masculine and feminine in us. I think that a majority of black women this day and age are forced to be masculine because a lot of black men grow up in single parent homes with moms, and so they have a higher feminine scale because they don't necessarily have a masculine father figure in the house.
Yeah.
You feel me? So their masculine influence is their homeboys. You feel me?
All right.
So then when black women, sometimes they have to be the provider. They have to be the person that's taking care of shit because
Yeah.
all the dude knows is, you know what I'm saying, survival or just doing whatever they need to do. So We can't get
I
mad
don't think
for
it's
that.
a masculinity thing or a femininity thing. I think it's more of like the views and value on like how you really look in life and like principles and shit like that. I think there's a different set of criteria within America and outside of America. And I think within America, the argument is that it's being diluted. You feel me? Like the woman role should like it's evolving because of times, and I think it's okay for women, of course, to have the balance of having to take because they're forced to. You feel me? At the end of the day, but I personally think that if I'm looking for a woman, like now this is just me talking personally, I just think I would be looking for those values that align with mine. And it's just that now there's a higher percentage. If I were to look for what I'm looking for, 9 times out of 10, it'll probably be outside. Like they
Out
have
of
to
this
be
country.
from somewhere else. Then
Why?
I don't know.
He like it foreign. That's why.
Damn. I feel it.
Let's not.
Unfortunately.
I don't know why, but it's just something about how.
You like what you like, bro. Can't
No,
be
I'm
mad
not
at it.
saying it's like I like who I like, but it's just like I think there's a stigma in America that needs to be diluted. I don't know if y'all saw like in New York, they said like that's the worst place to
The worst
to
place
get
to
So the
dated.
worst place to date.
Yeah, so it's just like it's not just me who's thinking that. You feel me? It's I
Us
don't
being-
think, and it's
us-
not just the women, I guess too. But
And us being next to New York, yeah,
Exactly.
It's the
it
same
don't
thing.
really help. Like we're getting all the little crumbs slowly from New York. Now, like it's the yo asses over there
facts. But yeah,
because the dating pool got pissed in it.
exactly.
A lot of it.
If you got a girl
Dating
or
pool
a
got
boy,
pissed. It is
if y'all
funny.
cuffed
It
up,
do.
do me a favor, stick to who y'all got because ain't nothing out here.
Yeah, this
You feel
single
me?
shit ain't fun for the birds.
It's not for
Somebody
the
lock
weak.
my ass up, please.
Why you a
Tired.
bird?
No.
Oh,
I'm saying lock my ass up as in like I want to be
Oh, you
single.
trying to get
The
cuffed
single
up?
shit sucks, I think, because it's like everybody frowns upon like
I love it.
being promiscuous and like just enjoying life.
Yeah.
But I love being in a relationship. It's amazing. But I feel like people just shun single people because it's like, oh, like
lonely.
you should be doing this. Oh, why are you not married yet? Why are you not in a
Right.
relationship?
There's no
X, Y, Z.
timeline for that
You
type
don't
of
know
shit
yet.
either.
That's why
Like,
people get in toxic shit because they feel like they have to settle.
oh hell no.
Yeah, certain people need a relationship in order to like kind of like
Function.
evolve themselves and grow and like with their lives, and then certain people need to be by themselves for a certain period of time before they get into a relationship. You feel me? I'm one of those niggas that I can't do the relationship right now because it's just gonna be a distraction. I'm gonna put more of my energy on you than me. So before I commit my all into someone else, let me make sure I'm good first. You feel
But
me?
I think the right woman should help you be the best version of yourself.
That's
Amen.
I feel like,
Shouldn't
but
be a
that's to
distraction.
gets to a certain point though. You feel me?
What do you mean?
Like I'm older now. I'm not like that would work if I was in college, but right now, like I'm an adult. Like I need to make sure I have a good set of living, like a good
My own standards in
Yeah.
life first.
like
You can
make
still
sure I have my education, my career, and shit like that. I'm not trying to grow with you. Like I've had that before.
Wanna
The
tell me?
little playhouse type of thing. I've had the little I'm in college, blah blah blah. But like they don't. I guess maybe I haven't chose the right woman, but they're not
Yeah,
really
you haven't.
respecting.
I don't think you're
the
setting
time.
boundaries either.
Trust me, I set boundaries, which is why I'm single.
Yeah, but like you gotta have like in-depth conversations when it comes to that. I
I've
feel
been
like
to the ringer,
I
guys.
feel-
I'm telling you, I have.
no, like I feel like a relationship, like you shouldn't see it. Like I agree with you, you shouldn't see it as a distraction at all. I feel like it's only a distraction only if you make it.
A relationship is a distraction depending on who you're in a relationship with.
Yeah, so
and
then
at
if
the
you're with the
time,
wrong
if
person-
I'm with the wrong person, it's cut off. So I'm single right now because I'm focused on what I'm doing right now versus focusing on a relationship. If it comes my way, now I know what I'm looking for in a relationship. And if you don't like, because I know what I don't want in it now. So like now I'm asking more questions moving forward. And if you don't align with those, I'm not rushing into the next relationship now. At first it was just like, woman, all right, cool. Or you cute. We had sex. You had a fat ass. We had good conversation. Let's just go be in a relationship. Now it's an assessment plan. It's a trial and error. It's not like within the first 3 months now. Like, no, you feel
But
me?
how do do you expect to be better in relationships by being single?
All right,
I think you
we
gotta
are
be better.
far-
Yeah, we're
We are so far left that we need to course correct.
Yeah, but to
bro.
answer though, like, say that one more time though.
How do you
How do you
expect
be
to be better at relationships, or like know what you really want in a relationship if you're single? Because a relationship requires two people.
I've been in multiple relationships at a young age, from high school to two in college, right after college. And then this is the first time in my life where I've been not in a relationship for like 2 years, and I've been dating and going, you know, like not in and out of relationships, but situationships, if that makes sense. And I'm just exploring shit right now. Like I'm not doing anything until school's done. You feel me? Until I'm solidified, because I've committed 3-4 times into serious relationships, did the move in, did the house, did everything. Now I think I missed out on a lot of opportunity, and now I'm honing into it. And for me, being single has been the best thing that's happened to me since I've moved out of my mom's house at 14. For me, that's just, maybe I think I haven't chose the right woman yet, which is cool. But that's because I rushed into relationships. Now I'm not rushing in. I'm slowing down. There's a couple candidates I would say like that I'm thinking about, but I'm not taking seriously until I'm done with what I'm doing. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship, but I'm not rushing into one. Especially if I'm not.
That's okay.
Yeah. I want to be situated first.
It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we did go to a little bit left, guys.
A lot of it.
A little bit. I don't even know how we went from Tyla to fucking
Relationships and
That was crazy.
minorities.
Brought up colorism and then went into ended with why you're still single.
Type shit. That's podcasting then.
Nah, it's all good though. But
Really
we're gonna do some
Word,
honorable
1:30 in is
mentions.
still on music like that. That's
Yo,
long
for
music.
real.
I was excited for the other ones. I'm like, damn, time went crazy.
Nah, but we got some time here. Literally the honorable mentions is gonna go to Mr. Rod Wave, and Dej Loaf and Cordae. So Rod Wave drops an album called Last Laugh or Last Lap. It was cool.
This nigga Rod Wave needs a hug, bro. That's all.
I'm tired of hearing him cry. I can't.
Did y'all see the shit where he jumped? He like was like, oh my, and jumped off the shit.
Oh wait,
The
was it at a
Spider-Man
concert?
shit? No, it was the Spider. He was dressed up like Spider-Man.
He was dressed up like Spider-Man.
And he shot the web and tried to swing off the roof and fell on the car.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry for the car.
Damn. He thought he was that like light for
It
the
wasn't
web.
him. It wasn't actually him. It was AI.
Oh,
So
shit.
like they did his fucking ad lib while he was falling. Yo, it was
AI is
is
crazy.
dangerous.
That is dangerous.
I had
That's
to take
funny.
my shit down, but
Nah, but I don't know. Rod Wave, I heard a couple of songs on there, and yeah, he does need a hug, but I just think that he's not going to evolve from outside of what he does. I just think that since he became Rod Wave, he has never smiled. Like, have we ever seen Rod Wave smile or actually genuinely say he's okay or happy?
give a happy song,
Maybe
damn it.
once or twice. Yeah, and I like the album, like you said as well. There's a couple good songs that I enjoyed, but for me, I think with Rod Wave, yeah, he really does need to explore a new route. It's sad because like I seen tweets before where Metro was talking about giving out beats and Rod was like, yeah, I'd love a switch up. Niggas think I only do sad songs. Your album just proved that you only do sad songs. There was like 2 to 3 songs about different shit and I hardly fucked with them.
it's probably labeled too.
Yeah.
Can I be real with y'all?
He's a mood.
I listened to one song and I automatically switched it to Nipsey Hussle because I just couldn't stand the crying. I just couldn't.
Be like that.
Yeah, it's just something
honorable
about him,
mention
bro.
for
Like
sure.
I
It was like
couldn't
that
listen.
one song, and I had to get back in the stew and like listen to some hardcore like old Nipsey because I just couldn't.
Nah, I just think that for me, it dropped on a Friday night, and at the time, it was just like I'm driving, and it's like I said, a Friday night. Bro, I'm not trying to listen to this right now. I'm really on the
95
highway.
degrees.
You feel me? It's just it's morning music or it's like depressing music if you're breaking up with your girl. Like it's like you said, it's mood music. So it depends on what mood you're in. If you're in that type of mood, listen
be
to Rod
morning.
Wave.
You have to be more.
There's a lot
Rod
more
Wave.
depressed people than there are happy people, though. Unfortunately,
That's why he's
so
still
that's
around.
why he's what he is.
Yeah, I think that's why he has a career is because of
Type
that.
shit.
Yeah, but I don't think he's if he's looking to be the best at something, I don't think he's doing that because if he is, he's failing. because I think if in order to be the best, you have to be a little bit more diverse and adaptable to the listener. All right,
very
not
singular.
100%, but you got to push the needle here and there a little bit. You feel me? So Rod Wave could have been doing that, but he just chose to stick to what he knew in the album. So shout out to Rod Wave. Last lap, we're gonna speed it up. Dej Loaf, End of Summer. Okay, Dej Loaf, I apologize for you because I feel bad because Apple Music and all the other streaming services disrespected you, because when we looked up Dej, like I had to look up Dej Loaf in order to find out that she had an album that dropped with
Apple Music is not pushing her
GloRilla,
forward.
with not J. Cole, because J. Cole dropped like the day before, but with Tyla, Rod Wave, they all that music that we're talking about today dropped the same day. So to hear that, to see that you guys are kind of like not really pushing Dej Loaf the way she deserves,
It's a little sad.
yeah,
for
I don't
sure.
appreciate that.
Just because she went off the grid for X amount of years, don't mean you don't push her shit. Because she was that then and she's that now. Well,
Yeah,
been
Definitely.
that.
End of Summer was like a top tier album. Like it was, like you said, for her to go off of the grid and then come back with what she did, I actually appreciated.
Yeah.
I think my first go around, the first 2 songs I didn't like, but then once she hit her feature bag, from Meek Mill to 2 Chainz to D-Lo to like everyone on the end, like, and even her singles on the end, like she really did manage to come together with great production and great bars. Like,
Nah, I just personally think that it wasn't top tier for me. It was definitely mid tier, but it was really good to hear Dej Loaf again. You feel me?
Oh,
She hasn't
production-wise.
dropped a full body of work like this, and to get those type of features was really good. Sponsors by Meek with her and Meek Mill was probably one of my favorite songs on there. I appreciated it, but I don't think that it's anything that shook anything up.
oh yeah,
but
it was typical Dej Loaf for sure.
I think it was nothing that also, pushed anything forward as well. I think she still just, like, she did what Rod Wave did and just stuck to her character a little bit, which is okay.
Yeah, I mean, my problem with Dej Loaf is like I said, the album for me was, at least production wise, was top tier. I loved every instrumental.
Oh,
other
yeah, the
than
beats, yeah.
Other than Mardi Gras, like when she tried to do that juicy like sample, I was like, okay, whatever. But for me, like I feel
Facts.
like her bag, she didn't stick to it 100%. And I mean, I guess I don't listen to enough to say like that's her bag, but I feel like her bag is legitimately R&B, like songs about love. Like when she makes those music about relationships, love, like how, like treating the person right with her, those sound so great. And that's why Meek Mill and 2 Chainz and them have amazing features with her. But when she was doing her like solo bars, just going crazy, like not for nothing, like you just sound way too adorable. Like I don't think you're hard like in your lyrics, Dej. Like
Nah, she's definitely one of those ones who kind of like, when you give her a little bit too much time in the booth, or like like you don't want to do that, like you gotta really, all right, stay in there for an hour and then you're good, because if not, you'd be like, oh, give her like a 6-hour studio time. The first 2 hours, that's probably those songs that we heard that are like fire, and then those last 4 hours
thinking of shit.
was some bullshit.
yeah, like her spitting bars feels like when a girl's in a room full of a group of guys and they're like, yo, spit some shit, and she's just spitting about how hard she is, like I'm gonna get violent. Like I'm like, Dej, you sound like a 6-year-old talking about getting violent.
I mean, she sounded like Ray Shremmerd, like the 3rd edition to Ray Shremmerd. No funny shit.
I just think like the fact that she went off the grid and then came back, like she's not trying to like switch it up too much. I honestly think that she's trying to like come back, but she's giving us like a soft release and then something hard is gonna come after it.
I get it.
Because like she
I
had
agree.
she had us on lock 2014, 2015.
I swear, I only remember "Try Me." That's it.
Yeah, bro, I was just about to say, was she ever on the grid?
Yeah, she had
She
Try Me,
was.
and then
She-
she
me had-
disappeared, and
me
then
had
had
to
No
see in you.
Fear, and those were the two to
What
me.
the fuck is No Fear? See,
Y'all
I
never- y'all never
love
hear-
you with no fear.
Y'all-
I was surprised we had this as a talking point.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear about me had to see in
fuck,
you. Me had to see in you.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, wait,
shit.
can y'all get it
but
together?
that's not.
Damn.
I mean, come on.
Let a
Nah,
nigga
shout
Try
out
Me
Dej,
was a start, but when she came back again, like I said, with that R&B vibe, like I said, I will love you with no fear. I'm like, that's the Dej Loaf I like. I don't like the let a nigga try me. You were
See,
really,
that's the
you
Dej.
were
Yeah,
not
that's the
that
Dej
big
Loaf
and
I
broad.
like.
That's the
Yeah, the
only
Try
Dej
Me
song
shit.
I know. Period.
Yeah, that shit was
simple,
hard. Nah, she has some shit on there which is fire, bro. Like she can sing and use her voice, but I just feel like
Her fine ass.
she's not like compared to all the women that we have right now, she's definitely not a competitor at all. Like,
she's in the shadows.
she has to put a little bit of light stuff out. She probably knew that Tyla, GloRilla, and all these other females was dropping this year. She's like, all right, let me just put
indie?
something out. Huh?
She's probably indie now.
She has to be because she's not getting the way she didn't get no love in none of the streaming services, bro. It was crazy.
I had
bro.
literally had to Google it. Like, if you go to the album releases, it does not show Dej Loaf's album on Apple Music.
I don't
That's
know.
what it looked like.
Independent people are usually blackballed.
Because the baby, what crazy, not to go too far off the deep end, but the baby did 9K first week.
Yeah.
And he was right there on Apple Music, at least new releases. So if she wasn't even there, she probably did like 1,000 records first week.
Literally, because damn, because it just came out Friday, like literally this Friday. So we won't know till like next week.
Yeah.
She's from Detroit, if that helps. Anything?
Well,
She's a
Detroit's
drill rapper.
booming right now. So
yeah,
that's where her drill rap roots come in. So
no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nah, but shout out to good.
I love you, nigga. Shout out to Dej Loaf and the Summer. Great album. Check it out.
Definitely. All right. Another honorable mention for real. Let's just honorably mention this nigga. Cordae has the Crosswords album coming out, and he just has another single that came out, and it was called Mad as Fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, guys. Cordae. I'm gonna circle back to the big three conversation with a little. No, not yet. I'm saying with like 5 more years.
No.
He'll be considered in the big three if he continues dropping. If this album is what it is, bro, Cordae is going to be the next lyricist. Because J. Cole about to retire in like 5 years, bro. So once J. Cole's ready to retire, this nigga's going to pass the baton like this. Like, yo, here, bro. Here, take
Send
that.
the Saturday morning freestyle with Lil Wayne, bro. I think the last couple songs from Cordae has been top tier. I'll give him a couple more years to see where he's at. Till then, I fuck with you though.
There's not a lot of rappers, guys, and for youth wise, Cordae is definitely holding down for like lyrical rappers his age in a commercial level.
Like
you
him,
feel me?
Russ,
Rust is not in the commercial level. The like labels actually hate him because of how independent he is and successful at doing it independently. And he'll tell you exactly how he's doing it, like verbatim, if you listen to his interviews, which is kind of crazy. But Russ is equal to Cordae, but I feel like in like a lot of people's minds, they won't necessarily look at him into that stature because he's not a part of a label. You feel me? I don't know. It sucks. He deserves way more love because he does the beat, he does the writing, he does the mixing and mastering. Like he literally does he'll sing on it, he'll rap on it. He has a whole album with just raps. And then the next album with just singing, like, and then another one with both. Like this nigga is like, I would say like a fan of the game. You feel me? Like a fan of hip hop and a fan of music. And people who are a fan first before the creation, like Cordae, mad as fuck, bro. There's no limit to how far they can go. You feel me? But that does finally, after an hour and 43 minutes.
Wow.
Well, maybe like an hour and 20. We
have to cut it down to 2 trend.
Nah, because the trendy was kind of slow. So like I kind of like made sure we had a lot to talk about for music because the trendy news, it was a slow trendy week. Yeah. So it was just, these are more like just news bullet points.
Life updates.
Yeah. So, T.I. and his wife, I forgot Tiny, right? And they just won a lawsuit for like $71 million, I believe. And after winning that $71 million lawsuit, he finally decides to make an announcement. And T.I.'s like, yo, I'm quitting music. I don't need to do this anymore. I'm tired of like
it wasn't
dancing
music.
And doing all this stuff.
No, it was performing.
Yeah, he said no, he just meant concerts. He's no longer doing live performance concerts. Yeah. He's like, I can't be Bojangles for y'all nigga.
Yeah.
Music would be crazy.
When is the last time anybody went to a T.I. concert?
Well, he also retired as a comedian and now he's retiring as a fucking artist. Like nobody really gives a fuck, to be honest.
He said he was gonna do one last concert in Atlanta.
It's the Jingle Ball in December.
Yeah,
that's his last event. And then after that he's retiring from live performances. I think if you have enough money to be comfortable to be like, I don't need to work for y'all niggas no more, more power to him. Shout out T.I. for that, to be honest, for me.
I mean, like, I wasn't really looking for like, oh my God, I need T.I. to drop.
You feel me? Like,
so like, I'm happy for him, and I think that's a good way to retire. And he gave me what I need from T.I. Like,
hey, I already got Live Your Life. Live your life, T.I.
I'm illy.
Nah,
I can spit every word.
I'm gonna be real with you. T.I. got more hips. more hits than just what did you say again? I'm
Live your
sorry.
life. I mean, of course, yeah.
No, yeah, T.I. was like a staple for my youngin' days, like
Nah,
the youngin' days.
For real.
Yeah, but after Ti like retiring, I think what I would like to see him do a lot more of is like movies and stuff like that.
Oh, I
Like,
love him as an actor.
yeah, he's actually a really good
Rhythm
actor.
and Flow was fire.
Yeah, the Rhythm and Flow was heat
They need to do that. They need to keep doing that.
again. But did you also see him in Takers?
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. One of my favorite movies.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. So like, I want to see him in more movies. He was in another movie too. Like it's on Netflix. Was it with him and Mike Epps? Nah, it was like some shit about not Mike Epps. It was somebody else. Something
was
about
him.
money.
Friday, not Friday.
No, the chicken spot. It was a chicken
It
spot.
was with him, Tiana Taylor,
Yeah.
Roscoe's?
Oh, that new movie that
some trap
Chicken.
Yeah,
Traps.
trap chicken, trap something.
Yeah,
trap,
got a story.
hold on. I gotta Google this.
Yeah, that's the
I really
story.
gotta Google this. No, that movie was really,
Yeah,
really. It was funny
That was the last
because
Ti movie.
I guess like instead of like the regular butter that they had, they put like the
Weed in
weed
it.
butter, and then
Yeah.
like it got everybody in the
Dumb smack.
in the grand
Yeah, I gotta
opening.
see
I
this.
think.
Yeah, literally. I forgot what it was, but Tiana Taylor was on it. She was mad funny. Yeah, you,
I'm looking it up right now
I can't
because it's
believe you
bothering
didn't even
me.
say ATL.
oh well,
out
ATL was
Jesus
was.
Christ.
That's
It's hard to say ATL because that's a part of his rap career when he was younger too. But that
It's
shit
called
was
The
fire
Trap.
though. Yeah, The Trap.
The trap.
Okay.
Yeah, but that movie ATL, I was late to it, bro. I didn't see it till I was like 18 because my parents was like on some strict shit. So I didn't really see like a lot of like, well, one side of my family. So once I got to that side, I didn't really see it. So I was like, oh shit. Once I finally got to see it, that
It's a
movie
great
was
movie.
tough, bro.
Great movie.
Yeah, I actually went rollerblading after that shit. Like, I had to go to the ring
That and
after
roll
that
bounce.
shit. Roll
Yo,
bounce
roll
is
bounce
dumb
is crazy.
heat, bro. Bow Wow was a good actor too. Like, he should have stuck to acting more instead of doing the social media shit, making himself look bad. We actually gonna talk about that nigga.
Yeah.
Might as well now. So,
Can't
Talking
believe this
about some
nigga.
Bow Wow.
yeah, this nigga. Yeah, speaking of Bow Wow, he over here talking about he going to Mr. Diddy parties, bro.
First of all, you can't even keep one baby mother, and then on top of that, you let go of Mariah Carey. You do her
I don't
dirty.
think the part of Diddy parties was for having a baby mother and having
No,
Mariah
that's
Carey.
not.
He's
I'm
getting
saying
his
I'm
freak
saying
on.
him as a person, and then for you to come out with that is kind of very suspicious.
It's funny because he fixed it after, but it didn't help at all. He literally was like, I said I missed the parties. I didn't miss the freak offs.
Nah, I guess what like I understand what
But
he's saying.
still.
Like, he's saying that when P. Diddy was, active,
Parties was
there
lit.
was a lot of things going on around him that artists and people in the industry would look forward to get connected and stuff like that. But now, and
Like
he had like a
networking?
lot of motion. But and Diddy is like being locked up now. There's not a lot of other people who are kind of like having that high bar level of motion type shit. You feel me? So like getting everybody together to collab to
Michael
work. So
Rubin.
like, huh?
Michael Rubin.
He not a nigga though, right?
Nah.
Yeah, so like
Yo.
that's I guess that's what his point is. Like there's nobody on our side right now that's really gonna be holding it down. Jay-Z could be that guy, but I don't think Jay-Z likes to be in that
Jay-Z's
forefront
hot
like
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
Listen, I get where Bow Wow's coming from talking about I miss the parties because like you got to think of it more like I'm happy he saved himself, and when I think about it, it's like it's him saying I miss the parties, but like really he might just miss the parties. Like imagine you every night you went to Jay Gatsby's party, and then afterwards you found out there was freak offs at the party, but you never were a part of them. You'd feel like what the fuck are
probably
niggas
wouldn't
gonna meet
say
for?
it right now though.
yeah,
That's just the
it's bad
timing.
timing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the delivery is a little strange.
Yeah, like
Yeah, or online or like anywhere like where people can actually talk about you.
Respond.
I mean, Bow Wow
he
already.
knew what he was doing.
I mean, Bow Wow has his own rep as it is.
So you think he was trolling then if he said that?
Come on, man. What else is getting him attention?
You feel me? That's why we're talking about him right now.
That's true because I haven't heard of Bow Wow since he actually made a fool of himself not too long ago.
He's not Bow Wow anymore, right? He's Shad Moss now, isn't he?
I
so.
they go.
That's the government
I,
name, man,
I think it
officially.
depends on like
I have no idea.
what production he's involved in. They either call him featuring Shad Moss or like featuring Bow Wow.
Like in the movie types, like if it's like credited to him, it
Stage
might say
name or
Bow
rap
Wow.
name.
I
or
feel bad
they'll
for
be
a
like
lot of
Shad
them.
Moss, and then on close it will say Bow Wow.
A lot of the young niggas in hip hop though, like that came up in hip hop and like had their peak at a young age. I feel like I have sympathy for them because it's like now you
Like Justin Bieber and shit.
like, oh yeah, for sure Bieber. But Bieber, I mean, he's still that nigga. Like Bieber kept climbing.
Yeah.
I feel like niggas like Bow Wow though, like
Lil
niggas
Romeo.
like Lil Romeo.
Damn, I missed the Romeo show. Side
Shit,
note.
I mean, different leagues, but like Lil Twist, Lil Chucky, like
Yeah.
niggas like that. It's like, yo, they were popping when they were young, and then now they're older, and like the only way that they can really get attention for real is
to
through
troll.
doing like shit that isn't favorable, which
Yeah.
sucks. But
Like saying I missed a Diddy party. Like,
yeah,
that's
like
wild.
why? Like I mean,
So
it's-
you saying he knew what he was saying
Bro,
by
come
saying
on,
it like
man.
that?
He's not an idiot.
And then after I'll correct it once a million people are looking at me again.
Like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Like,
Damn.
okay.
Well, shout out to Bow Wow and his Diddy party misses like dreams. I don't know. That
Wow.
guy's a weirdo, bro.
Bow Wow said, "Let me hold you."
Hey,
Yeah, he's a little
I'm
weirdo,
joking.
but go back to movies and work with T.I., my nigga, because maybe y'all could come up with something.
Yeah, Mike is one of my favorite movies. Of all.
Definitely.
never forget like Mike.
Bro, not even that, too. You ever seen Lottery Ticket?
Lottery
Yes.
Ticket too.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
And then the last good Bow Wow movie was Medea's Big Happy Family, I would say.
Wasn't he in this Christmas?
I don't
Think-
know. With Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I believe
I
so.
don't know.
Yeah.
That was that was like Chris Brown, Queen Latifah, and all them. I haven't seen that since I was a kid, bro.
Man, Chris Brown is that nigga.
Yeah, come
Shorty
on. We were
Shorty
in-
was getting cheated on. She put the oil on the floor. And then the dude got out the shower and she started whipping him with the belt. I think that was in this Christmas.
I don't even remember, bro. That was an old movie.
Yeah, for real.
But yo, fuck the old shit. There's some new shit happening now, ladies and gentlemen, and this new shit is something that we might not be mentally prepared for, but the reality is here.
Or
We are
financially
officially living in the Jetsons era, guys. Okay, the
real.
fucking robots are here, guys. All right, Elon Musk had like some type of event. I'm not sure the exact event, but
Tesla live event.
it was a Tesla Live. They showed like army trucks, like how the army trucks are gonna look now, the Tesla versions, the cop car, like bro.
AI taxis.
Yo, the Uber, they're trying to replace Uber now with the AI taxis and shit. And then they actually had a humanoid Optimus android or
Yeah.
robot serving drinks, talking in 2 Chains. Like everybody was just sitting there. And guess how much they're gonna charge for these, bro?
Bro, I was looking at the event. I seen it was like $20,000 to $30,000.
Yeah, 20, 30K, bro, for a robot.
That's only after like when it's on market price. Like as of right now, like what I saw is like if you're looking at trying to buy one before like they make a large quantity, you'd be paying up to like 75K because like that's how like first new generation, like all of the first generations of this
It's like
AI
pre-order
robot.
or some shit, right?
I believe
Or you
so.
get it
Insane,
like
dude.
the
Elon Musk is
All of the first generations of this robot aren't even going to be for sale. Like they're legitimately, he said he's going to use them in his factories to minimize some like jobs for like, you know, certain people. They don't have to do this job anymore. And as well, you work out the kinks by seeing what the robots can move and do physically, and then you work with
this
that.
shit is terrifying.
So
bro.
yeah, once
Yeah,
at
that
that
shit is
market
scary,
price,
bro.
it'd be 20,000 to 30,000. That's crazy.
I was hearing that it also can like Elon Musk was like copying how the iRobots actually looked in the
Yeah,
movies.
they pressed charges. They're I believe they're trying to sue him. The guy from iRobot, the creator, he said that the robot itself resembled them.
Yeah.
In reality, I don't think so. But
They don't, but the whole concept of what iRobot is talking about is low key happening right like as we're living
Elon's
it right
making it
now. It's
happen.
crazy. And Elon Musk is really, bro. Why can't you just stick to the cars, bro? Robots, bro. This is about to get crazy.
Yo,
bro.
my bartending job is not. It's not gonna be.
Nah, hell nah. It's
What do
not.
you get in your
Robots are
robot?
not going to replace bartending.
no,
Bro, literally, that's what he was
Bro,
doing.
no.
Well, I mean, it wasn't mixing drinks. They made the drinks preset,
And
and then he
people
could
don't-
hand them out.
People
Like,
go to a bar to talk. They don't go to.
I mean,
like,
the thing is, the AI robot itself
Yeah, he's
communicates.
talking
yeah,
to
but,
you.
what human is going to go to the bar and talk to a robot?
But that's the thing. Like
That's just gonna
That's
happen, bro.
infinite knowledge.
like for the consumer, like the customer, like they prefer something like pre-made and done, and like drinks done made fast instead of like a human being that like has to get like 3,001 things just to make the drink. I get
Yeah.
it. I get the social aspect
You know
of
who
it.
you don't
but
have to tip? The robot.
Facts.
exactly. So I feel like he's catering more to the consumer side and not towards like the
The working
actual
class.
yeah, and not like the actual like bartenders
Yeah,
per se.
coming from the
Because
working
look what
class
the
itself.
drive-throughs now, like when you go to McDonald's, that's the only human spot now is people at the drive-thru. Because when you go to McDonald's now,
You
there's
got the kiosk.
yeah, you gotta literally type your order in on the computer now. Wendy's too, like typing your name and then you go and then
And
they just
Dunkin'
deliver it.
Donuts too.
Once they replace the cashiers with robots, bro, there's a McDonald's there's no workers in there. I forgot where it is, but it's a fully ran, like computer ran automated spot. So they're about to do that with most of the fast foods first, and then they're gonna start implementing them in actual jobs and businesses.
They already did them in healthcare because
Healthcare? Oh my
Quest
God.
Diagnostics. Like I used to check in with a person. Now I have to go to the iPad, and then the iPad tells me how long I have to wait and what number I am.
Oh yeah, that ass.
I mean,
Like
listen,
that ass, like the numbers, the window is blocked off and everything. And there's just an iPad for me to check in. I don't have to talk to nobody. It's just a phlebotomist.
Listen, I think when they hit the market and people could buy them, if you had 20 to 30,000, what are you getting your robot to do?
Editing.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm probably gonna. That's it. I wouldn't even really need the robot, bro. I'm not really trying to be supporting the direction of where this world is going and shit. I kind of want to be apart from it, honestly.
What would you do?
I honestly, these robots aren't gonna do what I want them to do.
What do you want it to do?
I would want it to do all of the shit that. Well, I was about to say something crazy. I would want it to do like clean all my shit.
That's
I
what
would
it
want
would
it
do,
to drive me around. I would want it to just do everything for me,
Like a
make my life-
companion.
That's essentially
But it's
what
not
it is.
not a companion, just like a maid.
That's
and like
essentially
like
what
a
they
task doer.
You literally see in the video one of them go to the door, pick up a package, look at it, and then begin to bring it into the house. Like they're pouring drinks, they're playing games with the kids, like they're making them fully
Bro,
interactive.
no fucking way,
Bro,
Yeah, bro, this shit is
top
happening.
tier.
It's here.
Me,
I don't know if I'm a fuck. I might be anti-robot, bro.
I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna get my shit to do little basic shit for me too. Like you feel me? Editing for sure.
Honest.
I'm gonna get him the fucking. If I could get him to go to work for me, that'd be lit.
Well,
Go
honestly-
cryptocurrency on the computer.
Stock tips, yeah,
You
that's
feel
what I was
me?
thinking
Like
about
go.
that.
I want you
Like
to learn
nigga, you
everything
can watch
and
the
invest.
stocks the entire day, like without me having to do anything. Like you do this
yeah,
when
but
I
we
tell
can do
you.
that with Chat GPT though. They have the same knowledge. They have the open.
But
source
imagine
AI.
having something that caters to you entirely. Like this is what your directive is. I need you to do this for me.
Yeah.
And now his entire purpose is
It's you,
looking,
nigga.
is doing that. Like
So would you get one of them sex dolls?
Yo.
if it can invest in
I
stocks
would
for
make
me,
mine look like the prettiest humanoid ever, like some fire shit. Like you could get the skin wrap around.
And you would date her?
What? No, but I would make her look pretty. I
would hit?
wouldn't. No, I can't hit it. But I'm
Probably-
saying like I wouldn't want the actual robot next to me. I would customize it to make it look as human as possible,
what the fuck is
and
going
I would
on?
rather
Yo.
it be like a female instead
like
of a guy. You feel
Futurama
me?
with the actual silicone going over. it,
Yeah,
you
like
can
the
see a feature.
skin will be
Yo.
covered. That's where we're heading, bro. He's just creating like the first iPhone type shit, and then wait till he gets to like the humanoid
And with
14.
NVIDIA
Bro, we're
and
gonna
all
see
that
these
shit.
walking
Yeah.
down the street someday. Like that's the craziest
Yeah,
part.
shit's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. No.
We're
Damn,
living
man.
in scary times, bro. Wait till the military starts to get
No,
into
I'm not ready
Elon
for-
Musk and then starts hiring the fucking robots to go shoot up Afghanistan.
They
and
then
shit.
gonna
he's
they
gonna-
gonna have malfunctions like a motherfucker.
And then that's when he creates his own Iron Man suit, goes over there and destroys all his old weapons. Bro, this is the start of fucking Iron Man.
Yo, if Elon Musk is Iron Man, bro,
He could be. He could
he
be.
could really be Iron Man. That's crazy.
This is the Jericho.
He could be Iron Man.
That's funny as hell. And then he literally has those Iron Man like little robots
The
and
side
shit.
droids from the third movie. That's what
Yeah.
all those AIs are. Those Optimuses.
I feel like the
That's
robot's
funny.
been here too. Like this is just
Yeah.
the last know I'm gonna have. Cause you ever been to Stop and Shop and you see that little robot with the big eyes and like he trying to see if you stealing something or not.
Yeah.
And he be like coming around the corner and then he'll start like malfunctioning if he think that like you stealing something. That's fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
That's the last know I'm gonna leave on.
I can't believe that. But yeah, moving on. No funny shit. Deon Cole is just gonna get an honorable mention. He was on Club Shay Shay.
I fuck with Deon Cole.
Deon Cole
funny
was
as fuck.
mad funny. There's a really good show. I forget the name, but I'll tell you after that. You should watch with him on it.
Deon Cole.
But yo, he he said some funny shit about Shaq. That's why I wanted to talk about it. He was like,
Don't ever date nobody after Shaq.
Yeah.
God, that's wild.
he dated a girl after Shaq, and like he was fucking her, and he was like, yo, bro, I can't feel nothing up in there, bro.
Oh, I thought that was a myth, bro.
No, that shit is true, bro. A bigger dick will fuck up the girl's vagina, and then if a smaller dick nigga goes in there, it's a wrap. Nigga, you're not gonna be feeling no walls, and she's not
Is
gonna
that
be
true,
satisfied.
Tali? Is that true?
What?
He asked you if your walls are intact.
That was not. See, if you were listening, you would know.
That's basically what you asked, basically.
I don't know, man.
I would hope so.
Don't answer Don't answer the question.
I did see that Deon and Shay Shay. He was talking about how he cheated on this girl and she ended up finding out. So she had the other girl come to the house, and then they're both in the room and they're like, "Yeah, we caught you, nigga." And then he's like, "So which one of you is gonna stay?" One of them starts talking mad shit, gets up and leaves. The other one's just crying, sitting there like this. He goes, "So you staying or leaving?" And then she stayed, bro. And then from there, he was like, "All right, now I'll explain to you why I was cheating." He's like, "I'm only going to explain it one time." You feel me? Like,
Bro, his unfilteredness is like something I could relate to. So I like people like that who could just blatantly say their thoughts, how it is, and that's it. Sometimes it sounds a little off, but at least you know, like, you're getting exactly what you're looking at. You feel me? There's no ins and outs. It's you are what you look at type shit. You feel me? I like people like that. Shout out to Deon, man. That was a great interview, and I truly appreciate the fact that he's still funny. You feel me? Like, he didn't fizzle out. Every time you see Deon, it's like, I'm looking forward to watching his stand-up. I'm looking forward to watching his movie or content that he's in. So, like, he's really dope, bro. All right. So that officially, finally concluded our trendy news segment. So we are officially done music and trendy news, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for the relationships segment. Let's get it. Damn, this is where I miss Rob. We start going crazy. Maybe we could do it together. Cheaters and eaters, and we talk about the wives and the beaters. The stayers and leavers. You feel me? Like,
Boo.
oh my God, where's Rob when you need him? Right? You try to be so Kanye just now, and it just didn't work out.
It's a joke.
It wasn't funny. It was
that to you.
relationships.
Look at ours, a terrible one. Now,
Indeed.
How do you go about telling your partner you don't like a gift that they got you?
I'm taking that L. I can't. I won't be able to say that I don't like it.
Yeah, I gotta bite the bullet on that.
Yeah,
Real with you.
I'll be like, I appreciate you thinking about me.
Think about Deon Cole, guys.
I think my actions speak louder than words, and you just will notice me not use it at all.
That's so disrespectful. I'd rather you tell me you don't like it than to not use it at all.
Depends on what it is. I'm gonna
Give
get
me
a couple.
back my fucking Pokemon ball. Then if you don't like it, nigga, I'll take it back.
No, I didn't mean. Oh no, that I didn't mean. That's different. That's.
I think that if you're in the relation, again, speaking on being in the relationship with the right person, I think that if you're in the relationship with the right person, then you can be honest.
So you think that you're in a relationship with the right person, there's not going to be no issues at all?
No, definitely. I mean, we're humans.
Yeah, because I feel like
But I think a lot of men lie in relationships. I think I've lied before in relationships. I think that a lot of men lie, and I think that a lot of women lie. But I also think that, at the end of the day, honesty gets you a lot further than capping.
100%.
Capping gets you short-term results.
Definitely do.
Honesty gets you long-term success.
That's why I ain't gonna lie. Like, I appreciated the fact that when I got somebody a shitty gift, they were honest about it, because then I came correct next time. If they told me that it was a nice gift and they loved it, and I keep getting it, then the whole time it's like, or like getting a version of something like that, and then the whole time they didn't like it, you're not fucking me over, you're fucking yourself over. So tell me, be honest with me, so I can honestly give you what you want or what you're looking for.
I bite the bullet the first time. Like, if it's, say, like, I'll give you 3 chances. You buy my first gift, and it's your first gift for me. Obviously, I can't be ungrateful. I'm gonna be like, I love this, thank you. And like I said, you might notice me not use it. Second gift, I'm gonna be like, we've known each other a while. What are you doing? Third gift, and I'll be like, all right, like, I think I need to start telling you what I need as a gift. Like, because clearly it's not clicking for you.
All right.
So what if it's like one of those things where it's not necessarily a usable thing, but it's like a picture or like, some sort of like really well thought out thing that It was more so for the memories than actual usability.
That's
Memorabilia.
cherished.
Yeah.
Then. I cherish that.
So okay.
That's
so then
hard
it's
not to
subjective
like.
then,
You feel
right?
me? Yeah.
I mean, if it comes to something with sentimental value to it, of course it's gonna like connect to me more compared to like say you just getting me a figure of something like a show I don't even watch and you just got that character from me. Like, oh here, I got this, like, because you like anime. Like, you feel me? Like,
Nah, yeah, I agree because I don't know. So I'll tell you, if say they don't like my gift, right? If they don't like my gift, 100%, I want you to tell me now. If I don't like your gift, I'm also going to be like, okay. Let me give you a hint for next time of something that will be really. I would say like this. You know, it'd be good for next time you would get. You know, or would be cool. And then I'll kind of like send her hints. Now, if she doesn't get the hints subtly, then I will be a little bit more upfront.
just like,
Yeah.
I really need a PS5.
Yeah, you don't understand how many times I said PS5, 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 and she got the PS5. You feel me? So like, it's just sometimes you just gotta manifest that shit. You feel me? But you can't do that unless you communicate, though. So the whole point is you have to be upfront and honest about what you like, so they can know whether it's whether it's direct or indirect. As long as that message is being sent their direction and it's comprehending somehow, I think it'll be good.
Amen.
You feel me? All right, that was great. Let's move on, okay? How big of an age gap is too big to say no to committing to that person? I'm gonna go with 12 years.
Yeah, I would have to say that because I think the furthest I did was like a 9-10 year gap.
Okay, so
Vertically, like up above you.
like he was older than you or younger than you?
Older.
He's like, taller? Or
Well, I get what you're saying. Because
That's crazy.
Thank it. Yeah. Thanks
you're
for
26,
clarifying
like,
that.
nigga, 16?
Oh no, like up. Like I never go
was
any.
dynamite, nigga.
I never date or consider anybody younger than me. Hell no.
That's
But
right.
Why is it that women love to date older niggas? And well, I know why, but I feel like women are like, I won't date anyone younger than me,
What's
and
your-
then
what's
niggas
your-
are like, they have to be younger than me.
what's
Like,
your
isn't
point
that
of view?
interesting?
What's your point of view?
I agree.
Why?
My point
As-
of view is
as to
because
why women
women
go
look
older.
for leadership and men look for people that want to be led, and I think usually it's based on age.
I think it's more based on mentality because wherever you're at is what they're kind of like looking to match with. So 9 times out of 10 for a man, their mentality levels are kind of like for like a younger female, and then the older women are like, at least that's how they're going into thinking about it. Like women are like, I need an older man because they're a little bit more mature in how they think and go about things.
Not in all cases, but
And men just want to fuck, so they know the younger
Yeah.
women are
bro,
going
come
to.
on, man.
Yeah, that's
why
not
why
right.
say that, bro? Don't say
It's
that.
not that
bro.
just what men want to fuck.
They
mean,
want
not
more.
either,
don't get me
youthful-
wrong.
The
It's
youth
why
is in there.
it's
Youth-
time.
youth-
It's time.
Exactly. Youth may play a factor, but
what I'm
beauty
saying.
may play a factor. But again, you might meet someone that you really vibe with.
If you're a white husband too, like nigga, your wife just have 4 kids. Her walls is not as tight. You might want to fuck around and go something with a little bit younger and tighter. That's all.
That's crazy.
I'm not saying this is for everybody, but these are situations though. You feel
I
me?
get it.
like for me, it's not more like fucking. I would say I don't see it like that. To be honest, I understand where you're coming from though. For me, it's like more mentally because I feel like when I talk to people, like I'm 26, so when I talk to people like my age or a little bit older, no younger, I'd be like, what?
You don't connect. Yeah,
I don't connect with them because I have a really old soul, so I can't really connect with them versus me dating somebody a guy who's like a few years older than me.
Because
seen
you're
all the-
mature, women date to their maturity level.
Exactly.
I date
Yeah.
to match my mentality. So sometimes
That too.
but there is a cap on the age gap though. So like if it's 2 years, I would say like 3 years younger than me, and then like the highest I would go to date would probably be I think I was capping about 12, but maybe like since I'm 27, like 36, 37, so 10, yeah, like 9 or 10 years. That would
Yeah,
be like the cap.
9-10 is my gap. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I don't think I can go that far, but like younger wise, I don't think I can go younger than 3 years. I'm 27, 24. You should be around 24 going into 25 if we want to date, at least seriously, you feel me?
For me, I'm looking at like if I'm looking at like difference in age, I'd have to say between 4 to 5 years for me as well. I don't feel like I'm gonna get along with someone so much younger. Like there's literally you know how many old shows I've watched that you haven't watched that I have to put you onto. I'd rather not. I want to deal with someone who's been around the block
fun, though.
and knows my shit.
That is fun.
Now I want to see a fourth go around in a
Ryder?
relationship.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I want someone
That he's right. Not if you keep having to do that for
You feel
multiple
me?
women.
Now I just sound like a movie critic. I'm putting everybody on the good shit. Like, no. Just because I want a bitch that's seen Friday already, and now we can go watch Harry Potter because she's never seen Harry Potter. You feel me? Like,
I think it's important to date both people older than you and some a little bit younger. I think you should explore a little bit before actually being like, all right, let me commit to this or commit to you. I think you should know, because then you really get to know what you like and don't like in a woman. And then you might find a woman who has everything that you've liked in one of each and every woman, and then she'll have the entire thing in one. So I think just explore until you find something to like really commit and be comforted in. And that age gap, but like you said, you have a criteria. So my criteria would be 10 years. That would be the cap for me. After that, I'm not looking at anything younger. And then below, 3 years.
you can't be a dependent. You can't buy your own tampons, and you got to pay your own phone bill.
You can.
Oh, no, that's
No,
crazy.
you have to be able to buy your own tampons, and you got to pay your phone bill. So that's like my level. Like that's going mature,
wow.
and when, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a young woman, like, obviously you have your parents catering for those things. The tampons are gonna appear in the house because mom buys them. Phone bill, your dad paying. Like, I need you to be on your own shit, your own game, like an adult. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, but I'm just coming off like trauma. So like as far as relationship goes, so like I just want to make sure that before I get into my next one, because usually if I get into a relationship, it's like all in and all out type shit. So like
I felt that.
I'll always, once it's all out, I'll always come out with the short end of the stick, and they're broke, end up losing everything, and they'll end up gaining everything that I've worked for. So like now I'm just gonna make sure before I get into the relationship, let me make sure I'm more secure within myself and established. Then I'll go and be like, all right, cool. Now I'm ready to date, because whether you or not you work out or not, I'm going to be okay. You feel me?
What's your age gap?
3 to 5.
3 to 5 as well, right? You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
That's too long.
a simple 3
I
to
mean,
5. No,
that's
3
too
to 5
short.
years. You just said 3 yourself.
No, like under though. So like
3 to 5 under.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm with my
Over,
my
I'll take
woman,
over
so
too.
I don't really, you know.
How,
But that would be
what
my
is her
gauge.
age, for example?
She's 23.
Oh, you see, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
going.
Oh, okay,
that's
okay.
going under.
But if it was an older woman, how old would you go? Like
I
older
wouldn't
than
date
you?
a woman older than
You want
me.
to go 32 at least?
I wouldn't date a woman 32.
Like Valkyrie's like 32.
I
Like,
mean,
you feel me?
I've you know, I've went like 7 years older than me, 6 years older than me.
Like to a relationship or like
No,
a little
no.
situation?
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't date.
Yeah.
You feel me? But
yeah, I knew that. Come on.
A little thing.
That was a good question. I like
Yeah,
that.
that was a little tough for me to think about, because I'm like,
Started at 12, brought it down to 3.
nah, 12 is I'm not good at math.
It's-
I'm
oh, wait,
27. I was
missed
like,
yours,
yeah,
so.
I was like 37, 38.
But I mean, I can't. I also, that's just me. I think because the question was, what was it? How big of an age gap is to, not necessarily our personal perspective. So I think it also depends on, you know, if you're 65 years old, 60 years old, and you get a divorce, and you know you want to go and you got all this money and you got all this, and you want to go and date a 25-year-old woman or whatever, just
On
because
some
you
Leonardo
can.
DiCaprio shit.
I'm not one to knock that. In fact, I think that's peak.
Make an
Yeah.
experience.
So, you know,
Oh,
I
so
mean,
you saying like this question would depend on where you are at in your age,
I think,
basically?
yeah, that was kind of my like me right now. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm 27. Like, I can't date somebody that. I mean, realistically, if I wasn't in a relationship, I wouldn't date anyone that can't drink legally.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, but if I was 50, 60 years old and I'm shopping at the used car lot and I have the resources to go get a brand new car, then I'm gonna go get a brand new car.
Nah, yeah, I agree with that. So
I
I,
like
don't know,
that,
like,
You feel me?
so I guess 38. She would have to be 38 years old, right, for me to be like, no.
38 is crazy.
Yeah, but if she's 30, 36, 35, and she
Some
looking like
beautiful
31,
38-year-old
yeah,
women.
bro, there's women who are.
And 40, 50, 60.
All right, now I can't go there because your body starts deteriorating after 40. So let me.
But it's still, they
After
still
30,
beautiful.
actually.
Things
No,
start
it's after
sagging a
40.
bit.
Like I'm saying,
Yeah, but
like
they
you get
still,
the heartaches, you get like
J-Lo 50,
bones.
J-Lo like 53.
You hit J Lo?
Shit.
Yo,
She went to the
if
freak
those
off. She
glasses
know how to
were
do
off
something.
right now, I can see your face right now.
J-Lo's at the freak off. She can
Yeah,
do something.
I like how you answered a lot of questions without answering a lot of questions today. Good job.
Appreciate it, bro.
My
J Lo
man
was
is media
definitely
trained
at the
right
freak
here, yo.
off. Yeah.
All right, but let's move on though.
What's
Is
up?
monogamy natural or are humans inherently non-monogamous?
Humans are inherently non-monogamous, 100%. But I believe that monogamy has positives and it has negatives. It's a dual-sided sword. And I think as society, we've just decided that that's a two-sided sword that we're going to adopt. I think that everything in our financial system, government, societal norms is based upon the system of monogamy. And anything outside of that is hard to be accepted, because anytime a majority of people believe something and they say this is the way that it should be done, anybody that goes against that is always going to be frowned upon. So if you want to face a life of being frowned upon, don't be monogamous. There's a reason why the single dude in the movies is always like portrayed a certain way, like the big kid that never grew up, and not just the man that is waiting to get his shit together. You feel me?
Damn,
I do
like
agree
that.
with that, but it's hard because when you were created, it didn't take 5 people. It took one dick, one vagina. That's how you were created. So if we're talking about natural order from the beginning of time, how we were naturally created, it wasn't like, 4-way, 5-ways.
It wasn't
was
Adam,
one person.
Eve, Kevin, Samantha. Like,
it was Adam. It was
So y'all believe that we were designed for monogamy?
No, the question is which one is natural? So somebody naturally thought, hey, this dick goes into this vagina. And then saw a baby came out of it. Now the non-monogamous part, like inherently, that had to be an idea. You have to come up with that, like, hey, what if we try? Because now we're not thinking about creating children anymore. That's the natural part. It only takes 2 people to do that. Yeah. Now you're thinking about pleasure. So in order to think about pleasure, that's where I think polygamy comes, because now there's more than one person getting pleasure at once.
I think that but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, think about it though, because nigga, how were we born? It didn't take. If it took 4 people to make a baby, then
that's biology though. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Say that monogamy is our basis of humans. First off, monogamy has nothing to do with sex. It's all about relationships and committed relationship. Like me and another person, or you and another person, monogamy, mono.
Yeah, it means
you feel me?
mono,
One-on-one.
No, yeah, I'm saying
Poly
that
is
the
just
natural.
more. But when it comes to sex is an act.
Yeah, that's a pleasure.
Whatever. You know what? Okay. It's an act between whoever. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you can do that with multiple people.
Exactly.
You don't just pick, like, for I feel like when you're in a relationship, you're essentially choosing what you're willing to compromise on, because there is never
100%
going to be a perfect combination. Never.
I agree.
And no matter how many shitty situations you go through or whatever, you can find, you know what I'm saying? You might get lucky and find the oxygen to your hydrogen too. You feel me? And then you make water. But I think as individuals,
That's a bar.
We're not toxic. You dig?
Somebody
Like,
write that shit down. So
You're not
nothing
toxic. You're not.
We're systemically conditioned to be toxic in order to produce these type of levels of content for people to watch, because that's what people continue to gravitate towards.
Toxicity is when two things that don't go together come together.
Think about
and
it.
They try to force them.
Toxicity is a forced commodity.
Type shit. But I think that monogamy monogamy plays into toxicity, because you're pressured ultimately to settle to fit into societal norms
and be with one.
You're lucky if you find somebody that you really fuck with.
I feel like if it's something that was here since the beginning of times, that's more of a natural thing than a new idea. I feel like polygamy is more of a new idea.
No,
So I mean
hell
that makes it a loaded question. Then.
It's a newer idea. I wouldn't say like it came out like now within our generation, but I'm saying like monogamy.
No, bro.
If you're looking at what was at the start of time, and then we give you an answer, I feel like that's a loaded question. Like you should
They
Google
were
that.
fucking everybody.
What am I Googling?
Except for like
Accepted.
India, because like they have like multiple wives and shit, so they probably do believe in like polygamy and shit. But like I think different cultures probably have like a different. I think it depends on the culture.
Yeah.
What am I searching?
Sure.
Which one came first, polygamy or monogamy?
I mean, of course, again, there's Adam and Eve to begin with. That's the initial.
I mean, that's
start
not
of
everybody's
monogamy,
belief
but it
though.
was just-
That's like a religious belief.
Bro.
So everybody has their own beliefs.
I mean,
I know.
Yeah,
That's what I believe.
I mean, there was polyamory in the Bible, in Sodom and Gomorrah.
What do you mean?
Like when God, the Sodom and Gomorrah, the city where
Yeah,
everybody was fucking
brothels and-
everybody, and God burnt it down.
See,
Oh, so that shit was natural.
Sounding real.
Yeah,
Natural.
but okay, you know what I'm saying?
He
I
said
mean,
that ain't natural.
That was
My
actually a
planet.
perfect summary.
No, I mean it
Give me
makes
a second.
sense, but it was also not necessarily. It wasn't polyamory.
It was a new idea that niggas introduced that he was trying to get out.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
like
yeah,
nah, that ain't it.
Monogamy.
Monogamy? Yeah.
Well, monogamy, of course, it was first because
No, I'm saying that's what Google said. Don't shoot the messenger.
I think polygamy is a new, like non-monogamous. I think that's more of a newer idea, but it is like thousands and thousands of years old. Like people have been doing this for years. This is not something that's new.
Yeah.
But I think people are putting it more in the forefront now in like Western side of like the planet, because people have been doing this in other countries for years. I think they're making it more prevalent in our country now. Because I remember when I went into Uber, and then this guy was bragging about how he had 2 wives and like they both love each other. We all love each other. Like this is a great thing. So like there's a lot of people advocating for polygamy. So that's why I thought it was interesting to ask you guys like which one came first.
There is like a couple like in Hartford that like is known for having polygamy.
Oh, where see,
I'm dead ass.
you're right. So you see how like
No, like
the
they
people
it's really like they really like in love with each other and they work, you know.
How you know?
together.
Huh?
How you know?
I think they were featured on a podcast, another podcast.
I think a lot. I think the thing
Don't
about
look at me
polygamy-
like that.
The thing about polygamy is like a lot of men would want to be in polygamous relationships
For
with
selfish
multiple
reasons,
women.
though.
Exactly. But you pick a partner for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
But like the reality of it, a lot of men, you know, I would question a man that says he wouldn't want to be in a polygamous relationship that's one way. But at the end of the day, what's the reality of that?
My
You feel
financial
me?
status keeps me.
So
from
would
the
you like to do that?
Polyamorous decisions. So.
Yeah, if you guys were financially stable, would you consider being in a polygamous relationship?
Well, polygamous by definition is open. It's not.
Yeah,
like,
it means you're with
that
one
means
person that accepts more people in.
she
yeah,
would
right,
be going the other way as well.
I'm not with that at all. If we're like deciding, okay, like me and you, we need another girl in this marriage. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna say no, but it could be a conversation to have at the dinner table type shit. You feel me?
I mean, if she brought it to the table, I'd ask why.
Clearly,
I'd be
she
like,
wants
why?
to fuck someone
Yeah,
else.
she clearly, maybe she's a lesbian. That's what she really likes, but she's looking at the standpoint of what the world is now, like you said, and it was like, oh, this is the system, but let's do it a different way. So
I'm gonna be real with you.
it's
I
crazy.
got asked to be in a whatever, you know what I mean?
Polygamous.
Yeah, like relationship, but like sexually. Like I remember my ex had telling me like, "Oh, can we have a threesome?" And that was like a constant question, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you trying to say?"
You
Did
gotta
you
let
hear
it
the
happen.
raccoons?
Yeah, you gotta let it happen. But
No,
yeah.
I'm not letting that shit happen.
No, I just meant like him himself needed to just let it happen. Like, don't bring it up, bro. Like, it's like when you expecting to like hook up with someone, and like if you look at them and be like, "So are we gonna kiss?" Obviously, you're not. Like, let it happen.
No, not because that pissed me off. Because it's like, what you need another girl in bed for? Like, I'm not
You're
good enough.
jealous
Like,
type, I get it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm territorial.
It's not like the worst thing and the worst thing to talk about. You feel me? So
it's just not mine.
Yeah, but don't like look down on him because he at least introduced the conversation. You feel me?
He could have went out and just had a threesome by
no,
himself.
and I'm grateful for that. But still,
Yeah, he
no,
could have cheated on you, but he
no,
offered
because
to.
like, and I told him about the scenario. Like even before the question, I'm like, yo, listen. I don't feel comfortable seeing another female swirl on the dick. I don't got time for that shit. Nope.
Oh, so you just can't handle that. It's crazy
It's
because
a
I can't.
level of
Yeah, because I
jealousy.
can't
It's
do
not
it
even.
either.
It's not even jealousy.
I can't do it either.
I
It's
mean,
not
I would
even
never.
jealousy. It's more of like, that's my man. Do not touch my man because that is my like, I own that down there. That's it.
I'm crying,
More
bro.
power to you, Thalia.
Yeah,
Yeah, I personally do prefer one woman.
yeah, I
do.
can't do it.
Yeah.
I just think personally it just fits me. But kudos to those who are emotionally strong enough to handle that and secure in themselves to do it. Maybe it is a level of insecurity that I have in myself that I can't see myself, my woman fucking another man and then be like, all right, come on, let's eat dinner.
Can't do
Like,
that.
it's crazy. I can't do that. All right, we the buckle
Niggas be
down.
cucks, low key. That's what it is.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not good. I'm good off that. Are ultimatums in relationships a form of manipulation, or is it effective as a tool?
Manipulation is effective in itself.
So yeah, of course it's gonna work in any aspect, especially relationships. I mean, an ultimatum itself is a decision like you need to make. Like sometimes, like so it might be for good or it might be for bad. So I think it's situational. Like saying,
Definitely a
don't hang
situation.
out with your friends or I'm gonna leave you. That's a bad ultimatum. But quit drinking and doing these drugs because you're an addict or I'm gonna leave you is a way better reason to be making an ultimatum. You get what I'm saying? So it's situational.
And in that case, that would be effective. But in the other case, it would be manipulation.
Exactly.
So you're saying it depends on the situation.
But would it be though? Because what if you have bad friends?
What do you mean?
Like, what if your friends are like doing bad shit and they're trying to like? prevent you from doing bad
the
shit?
way I answered that question, left it where like obviously your friends are like the ones that are there for you, and she's telling you to leave them. And then I brought up the negative, saying like you're a drug addict and you need to stop doing drugs. You get me? Like your friends are the good ones.
But both of those are manipulation. You're just saying which one is positive and negative.
Exactly. There's different moments that will affect the mood of it.
Yeah, because if I'm saying that you said it perfectly, like manipulation is an effective tool, but I just think if you're coming at it with like a negative connotation and you're using that for selfish reasons in a relationship, that's more, it's least effective for the other person and least beneficial. But it's probably effective because you're manipulating the entire situation, but that just shows you're more in control. All right. So I don't think that's necessarily effective if it's pure, like through, I would say like if it's just from pure malintent. But it's effective if you're, like you said, if it benefits you and her at the same time. You feel me? Or whoever you and him, however you feel, whatever you want, Rad. Nah, let me stop.
Hey yo.
Whatever you want.
Or you and they,
Huh?
or you and they,
Or they, yeah.
or they and them.
Them,
Whatever you're into. Abe.
or it, whatever. I'm into her and she.
Yeah. I
Facts.
like she,
Yeah.
her.
I'm like an organic vagina.
Yeah.
Okay.
No bonus.
Yeah. So that actually concluded our relationship segment. Ladies and gentlemen, we flew through that shit. We did great today. All right. This has been our pastime for the past month or so. We probably got to shorten up that music segment, but I figured that was going to happen just because of J. Cole. Everybody
That
has.
means we cut
I know
relationships
J.
shorter now.
The minute I seen J. Cole, I was like, yeah, it's better be a whole chapter.
I mean, the second he said, this is my first time talking about Big Three, I knew we were going to have a long conversation.
Yeah,
about
I've been
Big
waiting
Three,
to talk about it, bro. That was one of those things where like I recorded, we've all been there, but like I recorded hella like IG stories, like giving my piece on it. And I was just like, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to post this
I'll
shit.
save it.
Nah, no funny shit. I think I wish you was here for the first time when like in the midst of the beef. Like that shit would have been so dope.
That would have been the whole pod.
Yeah, because literally it was literally called the All Beef Cast. So the whole episode that was it. But
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm definitely biased,
me too.
but
That's
I
all right.
also get it. Like, you know, I mean,
I got you.
We
bro.
not back in
I'm
this
actually
hole.
not biased because I came in thinking Drake was gonna win. So I actually was more objective because I was like, all right, wow, I can say that Kendrick honestly won. Out of all three of them, Drake I was the biggest fan of, and then it was Cole I was the biggest fan of, and then it was Drake, and then it was Kendrick. Right now it just shifted a little bit. It's just Drake and then Cole and now Kendrick. Because I listen to Kendrick, but I don't listen to Kendrick, if that makes sense. Like when he drops, I'll give him my attention. But he's not on every single playlist. He's not on any of my playlists, but I appreciate when he drops albums. He's like the Black Eminem.
He's moment music.
Facts.
Moment music, exactly. Eminem.
Ryder's mood music.
Moment.
Kendrick's moment music.
Yeah, but that was so far before we're pretty much about to conclude soon. But how have you been enjoying the podcast? Has it been tiring? Has it been entertaining? Talk to us, bro. How you feel?
I fuck with it, man. I like it, man. Good vibes. You know, said a few polarizing statements.
I think you did really good at
Articulating.
yes, everything that you said. I think
For sure.
every answer was really good and well thought. It wasn't like, you know how when you probably don't, but when you're a student get asked by the teacher like, yo, do me a favor, tell me how you feel in 3 sentences, and they can't even write one. Like you could give me like a 1 paragraph response
For each.
It made sense. I can see what you were talking about and very concise. Not a lot of people can do that, bro.
Thanks.
Apparently that's a skill to communicate verbally.
I feel like that's probably my biggest skill is communication.
Yeah, that's good. I think you should
He
tap
does have
into
a
that.
podcast.
Delivering thoughts.
Yeah.
He's the Cut Different podcast.
Yeah.
That definitely
He
is.
said tap into. He's like,
Cut
nah.
from a different cloth.
You know what I mean?
Before we start our segment, do you want to ask us what makes us cut different?
Yeah, what makes y'all cut different?
Since you're
Hold on, wait. Let me do it the right way.
Yeah.
Let me do it the right way.
We're supposed to do it on his platform.
hopefully he lets us come.
But now you're going to
Yes.
ask us twice.
Rod's gonna be here this time.
I'm dead. Yeah, I mean, what? I mean, shit. Fuck it. We on the podcast. What makes y'all cut different?
I'm starting off with me.
Might as well just go this way. Fuck it.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. What makes me different? I say for myself, just the way I like view things in a sense. Like I don't really let like the way our generation thinks of shit now affect the way I think. Like me and dating, I have like a whole different point of view of it. Life itself, I have a different point of view of it. I just feel like I have a different point of view of shit, and I think I'm a rare
She's cut different.
person. Yeah, exactly.
She got it. Yeah,
I'm cut from a different cloth. Like,
Word.
I felt that. I respect that.
yeah.
Don't let nobody change your mentality either, man. I think you're doing really well, and I think because
What makes
the
you-
first interview that I met with you,
Mhm.
I realized that you were cut different, and I think that's why I kind of wanted you to continue to be like on the pod. So keep doing what you're doing, girl.
Thanks.
For me now, what makes me cut different
That head.
is way too many
Of
damn
yours.
things. So like the one thing is people think that my hair is fake. It's real. So I'm cut different because I have real hair for
I thought it was
all
weave this
parties.
whole time.
No, it really isn't. It's mad annoying.
It's a joke.
But all jokes aside though, what makes me like cut different is really my mentality. And what I mean by that is that I would tell somebody what I'm going to do, and you can literally see how many people try to stop me from accomplishing it, and regardless of not even people or just like life situations, they try to stop me from accomplishing it. And no matter what the situation is, what I'm going through, I'm talking about breakups, I'm talking about getting fired, I'm talking about house shit, breaking my arm, shoulder, it doesn't matter, death, like I'm still going to get what I had goal planned. I'm still gonna get it done. So like no matter what, fuck what anybody else is thinking. Me being unfiltered as I am, unapologetic as I am, like that's what makes me cut different. I'm just too much for you niggas, honestly.
For real.
Respect.
Yeah,
about
dust
you,
your
bro?
shoulder off.
Makes me cut different. I think it'd have to be for me. I just had it in my head too. I lost it. I think for me, what makes me cut different is I'm unapologetically me and my cherry disposition. I stay positive in most stressful situations, and I always try to look on the bright side of things. I don't try to, I think, gravitate towards the negative outcomes or something like that can go wrong. And I just always try to look for like, where's the solution within this to make like life better.
That's
And
an
I feel like-
Aquarius shit in us, bro.
and I think a lot of people lack that willpower, and sometimes they can sit there and like really let things pile up on them. And I'm not saying that's where anxiety roots from, but that's how anxiety is born. Like, and you got to learn to just adapt within. I do quite a well job at that, and I think it actively shows, like radiates off towards other people.
That's good, bro. That's awesome. I fuck with it.
What about you, man?
Oh, everybody! It's like this trend now. Everybody's asking me what makes me cut different.
He's like, it's my question. Don't live it.
Shit. I mean, I honestly, bro, like I'm gonna say the same shit I say every time. This is my answer. I just feel like I wear a lot of different hats. You know, I do feel like I am a polymath. Like I do feel like I am a modern Renaissance man, and I feel like, you know, through being that, I'm able to express myself in so many different ways, and I've understood that impact is the best way to provide value to people. How can I impact people's life in certain ways? And I feel like not only through my own creative outlets, through whether it's music, which I feel like I make great music, fashion, clothes, which I feel like I do a great job of doing fashion and building brands as well, helping other people with their shit, hosting podcasts, giving people a platform to, you know, get their shit off. Yeah. Talk about what makes them different, their intrinsic values, and then business and just working with people and sharing knowledge that I've gotten. I just feel like that makes me cut different because I don't have the crab in a barrel mentality and I want to see other people win.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're cut different because you kind of give before you take first. Is what I'm getting at. So like you kind of like
most of the time.
Yeah, so that's how you summarize it.
Every now and then, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, but most of the time,
it sounds like that's how you got your platform though. It's kind of like you started supporting other people. In order for you to be a model, you got to link up with other photographers and stuff like that. So that's how you kind of like build your platform, and you got so many connections. You ended up building your own community in order to grow from there, which is dope.
I mean, ultimately, thank you. And I think at the end of the day, man, like in as few words as possible, I think the world would be better
with more of you.
If people are, you said what?
With more of you.
Well, yeah, hell yeah. But I think, yeah.
He's like, done.
Not necessarily me specifically. The world, but the mindset. You feel me? I think like not to toot my own horn, but I just feel like, you know, people masquerade as, you know, oh, I'm trying to do this, or I'm trying to be a part of that, or I'm trying to help here. But in reality, it's like, you know, they're just out for themselves. And at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't position it as
something bigger than what it is when it's really something selfish.
And I think also, I'm going to say this, a lot of the people in the culture are not of the culture. And I think that, you know, that's something that should be looked at. Like, why is the, you know, never mind. Yeah. I just feel like there's a lot of people in positions that aren't in the culture. And then people get upset with them when they do things that go against the culture. And it's because they're not from it. You feel me?
Can you give me like an example though?
I'm media trained.
He's like, I'm gonna keep it going.
No, I mean, just who's not from the culture? You feel me?
Who?
I mean, I'll say one that you know.
I mean, we spoke on them already. We said Drake. We've done Tyla.
No, hell no. I'm saying people that aren't minorities that are speaking on minority
shit. I get it.
People that aren't
co-sign that.
Oh, you talking about like Jake Paul? Not Jake Paul. Adams 22 or some shit like that.
I mean, listen. Here's the thing, right? I fuck with No Jumper. I fuck with DJ Vlad.
But they're not really from the culture.
I think that those are two of the biggest platforms in hip hop right now. And what do people know Vlad for?
You don't think Academics is up there?
Oh, no, listen. No. Because we're speaking on people that aren't from the culture.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Or aren't minorities. You feel me? That people give this big platform to. Yeah. I fuck with DJ Academics.
Yeah.
You feel me? I just think that, you know, whenever I turn on a No Jumper episode, I'm seeing people essentially be not put down, but exposed.
Yeah.
I'm seeing, you know, emphasis on things that are the negative side or the stereotypical things that people would expect or that they want to, and it's corny.
They want to introduce as a conversation and kind of use as a narrative
type shit. When you hear somebody talking about a DJ Vlad interview,
he always does that shit too.
It's bad shit.
Yeah.
How many people, like, come on, bro, like, you know, and I fuck with, like, I mean, you know
who does that too to their own people? What's his name? from the Breakfast Club, the black nigga, Charlemagne. Yeah,
Yeah, but
sometimes he does.
But at the end of the day, I feel like, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say too much, but I just feel like people just don't care about real like I'm gonna talk about myself. Like I feel like when I work with artists and any artist that's ever worked with me before,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. I actually care about the artists that I work with,
And what you're doing.
I care about building relationships. And I care about giving them a spotlight and an opportunity to really showcase who they are as an artist.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what's trending for you right now. It doesn't matter. And of course, it's great to work with artists that we're fans of and that we look up to and music that we actually listen to. But I'm not treating an artist that just had a really big hit single any differently than I'm treating an artist that records in his bedroom. You feel me? Because music is music. It's all subjective.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of these platforms are very predatory, bro. And a lot of the predatory platforms that you see are people that aren't of the culture. I really love On the Radar. I love what Gabe P is doing.
Yeah,
you
facts.
feel me? And he's of the culture. You feel me? He's Hispanic. He's one of us.
Yeah.
You feel me? You look at DJ Academics, very controversial. You feel me? But he's
he
one
keeps
of
the
us.
conversation going, and he is a part of us, and
dig?
he is a fan of what's going on. And he still, even though he's a heavy Drake fan, he'll still listen to J. Cole, he'll still listen to Kendrick, and still give an honest objective to an extent, which is dope. So like, I 100% agree. There's definitely like predatory platforms, but the Jungle Squad cast and Cut Different podcast, we are not one of them, ladies and gentlemen. All right. But before we close, I do want to get you to the spirit animal segment before we go. All right. So here in the spirit animal segment in the Jungle Squad cast, every single guest gets nominated a spirit animal for you. Okay. You can agree or disagree, and you can even tell us yours. Okay. The one that I was thinking about when I saw you, it was honestly like a koala.
A koala.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like you just give me like really comfortable vibes to be around. I'm not intimidated by being around a koala. Like I'll go and like pet a koala. Not I want to pet you, but like literally be around you and not feel threatened and actually keep the conversation going. So you give me koala vibes. I don't know. What about you?
He kind of said it earlier, and it kind of like did a little like a ding. Like I wish I had a light bulb on top of my head. Like a chameleon, like he said, because he could adapt to like different scenes and different
Oh, what was the name of that guy from Monsters Inc? The evil guy.
Oh, the little snake,
The reptilian guy.
the purple
purple.
dude.
Sid, I think.
Sid.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sid.
The purple guy?
No, Sid was the
That was the
big
good guy. Yeah.
No, that was Sully and Mike.
Sully and Mike,
And then
yeah. And then
Sid was Sylvester or something like that. I don't know.
That was actually my favorite color.
Randall.
It was Randall.
Yeah, you actually do look like Randall a little bit too.
So chameleon for an
Looks like Randall. Damn.
No, the spirit animal, like
a chameleon for an animal, but if we had to go in terms of like Monsters Inc. and who you relate to the most, it gotta be Randall. But like same scenario, like
my
you
favorite
could still same scenario that you could like blend into different like scenes and like different hats that you wear as well. So definitely a chameleon.
yeah, because I can tell you could be around white people easily, no problem. You probably don't prefer to be
My
around
mom's
them.
white.
Oh, see,
Wow.
Half of my family is white.
see, you
Oh,
see how we
wow.
don't have to ask,
And
it
I
just comes
grew
up.
up primarily around white people.
See,
I like
now your correlation to you being a Drake fan makes sense because you
Now
actually
you should be a Kendrick fan at that point.
no, because he literally grew up the way Drake grew up. He grew up in the suburbs first, and then now you're doing the culture of black shit. That's what Drake did. So he has the balance of going into both. You feel me? Not a lot of people have
and
that.
I want to address something on this podcast.
Talk to him or me.
You understand? Because some people would say that because you're biracial or you're half this or you're not fully this, whatever, that you aren't of the culture or you don't understand what it's like to be this or you don't understand what it's like to be that.
That's not true.
Bro, you would not, nigga, I'm telling you from my shoes.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think my battery died. Yeah.
Whoa.
Maybe I wasn't meant to say that.
You can sit right there and talk. It's the pod. Finish your last sentence.
Damn, what was I even saying? Oh,
you were speaking on the biracialness.
oh yeah, nah. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, proud biracial, man. If you're biracial, stand up. You feel me? But you know, because we just got done talking about people that, you know, come into the culture, whatever, XYZ. I feel like to go back on the beef with Kendrick, one of the things that I didn't fuck with was when he was talking about vulture because you're not, you know, you have a white mom or you have this, you have white XYZ.
Oh yeah.
I think that's corny. One, because you can't control, you feel me, like who your parents are. One. Two, I feel like to not double back on what I said earlier, but people that aren't minorities is different than being a minority and not being fully one thing.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So when people try to talk down on biracial people and try to say, oh, well, you know, can't be this or you can't relate from this experience, that should be pissing me off.
T, can me and you switch? Because I do want to talk
No,
about
yeah,
this.
go ahead.
Just one of y'all watch the camera. We're almost done.
Which camera?
That one. Nah, but my fuck, can me and you switch?
Just about.
No.
I felt so weird being on that side. Just
Nah.
sit over here.
We might could cut this, honestly. I gotta listen back.
Nah, you're going to. I agree with that, but it's just hard because when people do come from being either in the suburbs, it's just they don't necessarily get the opportunity to be in the urban area. But I feel like as long as you get to understand where you come from and not just necessarily choose a side and kind of like balance both, I think that is a lot much better. And I think that's what Drake tried to do, but Kendrick knew what he was doing by creating that narrative, and he knew the effect that it would have on, you know, everybody else. So, but I do agree that there is a way to have a fine balance and to appreciate both sides as long as you're making that as your intention. But a lot of people don't necessarily intend. They kind of like just gravitate towards where they're at right there and then just don't necessarily choose a side. So if you're doing that, then no, you don't have you're not necessarily obligated to choose and stay in the culture and appreciate and value it or take advantage of it like Vlad and No Jumper does. So that I do agree with, bro.
Type shit. Because I'm definitely giving some of the best hip hop interviews, creatives, anything on Cut Different TV than anything that's out right now. And I'm going to keep it a buck and I'm standing on that. So, you feel me? Like, if people want to see real journalism, you want to see a nigga that really cares about hip hop, that really cares about creativity, that's really doing it himself, shit, better than a lot of niggas too. All of it. You dig? And I'm using that platform to give it to other people as well.
Yeah.
And really asking them the questions to really be able to explain their craft and what it is that they do. Come over to Cut Different TV, man. You want to keep looking at like trending topics and shit that's really just fucking like brainwashing you and just making you focus on the wrong shit, then go watch that other shit, bro. But
Are you throwing shade at our podcast, bro?
no, hell no.
Because I feel like we kind of like make sure we balance music, trendy news, relationship, and miscellaneous. But there's nothing wrong with having like
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
I'm here,
But there's
bro.
it's just as long as you're doing the interview sections like to a way where like you said is cut different and it's catering to you, and you're giving that platform the due just and the due diligence. I just feel like a lot of people aren't necessarily working at their craft, like you said. They're just kind of like hopping on the wave, but you'll eventually see the people who are dead serious. Like
there's media, right? Which this is, you know, culture media, right?
Yeah.
So what we talked about today was our perspective on a lot of different things that are going on. Nothing predatory, nothing necessarily controversial. You feel me?
Not
Opinions.
this episode.
Yeah, definitely. But I think
that crazy.
I think that there's a difference between reporting on culture, which is necessary,
Yes.
and being predatory.
Yes.
And I think that a lot of platforms focus on the predatory shit because it's negative and it appeals to the negative energies.
100%.
And I think that that's what they build their platforms off of. And so, of course, there's going to be polarities. Not everybody's going to agree with everything that's talked about.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be somebody that feels like the butt of the joke to make it all the way full circle. But at the end of the day, we can control our intention and we can control what we choose to discuss and talk about.
I think
y'all do a great job.
And I think that was like a good transition to kind of like go to your message, like building off what you just said. What would be the final message or quote that you would kind of like leave for the audience? Because honestly, I agree with that though.
Yeah.
Bro, you speak very, very well, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I have a problem with doing that because what happens to me is that I think too many thoughts at once and my mouth kind of like freezes up.
I've done that a few times on this episode.
But you can literally sit, like I see you, like you'll sit there for like 3 seconds, think about it, and then talk. I gotta start doing that, bro. That's a good. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I don't think you should ever stop. For real.
I appreciate it, bro.
But what's one, message that you would leave for the world?
One message that I would leave for the world, for my future kids.
Everything.
Prioritize impact, you feel me? And value, you know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to give without expecting something in return. I think that's wait, did I say that the right way?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Don't be afraid to give without expecting something in return. I feel like a lot of the times the best things that have happened in my life is just good karmic cycles.
No. Don't be afraid to give with expecting something in return.
My point is that just because you're giving something doesn't mean that you have to always get something back.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the times people stop. I commend you guys to how much you guys are doing and how long you guys have been at this. I see it all the time with creatives, artists, designers, whatever it is. People will be so excited, so passionate about something, they'll do it and it'll catch a little bit of buzz, but it won't necessarily get the response that they want right away.
Yeah.
Or they could be doing it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and it doesn't work, and then they give up on it because they feel like they should get the response that they visualize or that they see the people.
That's how I felt like episode 25. Honestly, you have those thoughts, but as long as you continue to keep it going and stay disciplined, I think we're heading in a really good direction and we're finally picking up traction. And I finally find the people I want to actually do it with. And I think from here, it'll keep going, bro.
Type shit. And last thing too, when you're looking at your analytics and you see 50 people on 100 people, 1,000 people, right?
That's good to me. As long as it's better than last week, I'm good.
It's great. But also, don't focus on, I have 50 and DJ Academics has 50,000 people in his stream right now.
Yeah,
Nah. Go on Google and type in, what does 50 people in a room look like? What does 100 people in a room look like? What does 1,000 people in a room look like? And you'd be surprised. A lot of artists can't pack 50 people in a room.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, bro.
So be grateful for where you are, man. Lead with impact, you dig? And
we started off with I think like 200 subscribers. By the time this drops, we're gonna have more than another person's podcast who we actually been on, and they actually have us documenting us saying how much we've had at that time and where they're at, and we're about to surpass them. So like, it's really dope to see our growth, man. So Mr. What I said, CD Ryder, is that okay?
I'm dead. You can say that.
Yeah, CD Ryder, bro. It was definitely blessed to have you. Appreciate you coming through. I think I made the right decision for choosing him. But we are excited for the next guest too. Don't get me wrong. But yo, thank you for coming, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jungle Squadcast. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, okay? And don't forget to follow us at JSC Network _ on YouTube and at the Jungle Squadcast on Instagram, okay? It's your boy Abe Loso. Thank you guys for coming. We played hot potato real quick. It's all good. But now we here, we there, and now we out of here.